Hello. How's everyone doing today? I hope you are well and having a wonderful weekend. But of course, who do we have here today? Hey there, Arak. Thank you so much for resubscribing. Much appreciated. Hello there, Jack and Shredder. How's everyone doing? I do apologise, it is more Final Fantasy. I've been very low energy recently, so I find Final Fantasy is a really easy one for me to get back into. But we're still grinding as we always are, so I thought we can do some dailies, just chat, get some more fishing done, and just hang out, basically, and we'll see how things go. I have made a bit more progress, not as much as I was hoping to, because obviously I've been away and stuff like that. But I'm up to level 79 on my fisher at the moment, so that's pretty good progress. And then I believe my samurai is level 94. So we're very close to 100 on the samurai. I do need to sort out some of my gear because I didn't have enough tomes for all of the level 90 gear. So I still need to get the legs and the boots, but that's okay. As for the fisher, I kind of just fumble them together with their gear as I need to. The miner, I've not made much progress, and at the moment I apparently don't have enough inventory space, even though I can switch to the fisher, so that makes so much sense. So I need to obviously sort out my inventory a bit. Speaking of inventory, it's all full up with fish, because my retainers were full, and I guess I need to spend these tomestones as well, don't I? That's due to run out, is it this week? I feel like this week that's due to run out, so I should try and spend the last of those tomes as well. But yeah. I finally got the gathering quest for Shadowbringers also unlocked, so I've been doing those. And then obviously when we get to level 80, which we're very close to, then I can do the Endwalker ones with the Omninomicrons. This isn't as good as it was. Last time I streamed, the inventory looked an awful lot better. But as you can imagine, so many sorts of bait going on at the moment. And plus all of the fish from the ocean voyages. Speaking of which, one of those is at 8 o'clock, so that's in about 50 minutes, so we will need to go and grab that if we can. Omninomicrons. It's Omicrons, isn't it? You know what I mean, the robots. My trip was alright, Jack, thank you. I'm not feeling unwell now. I think I'm just like, there's a lot going on at the moment. I'm not going to go into it. But as you know, when people are busy, it kind of like eats into your motivation for stuff, doesn't it? So if I sound a bit kind of like, that's kind of why, but I'm fine. But I am here though, so I can pick up my daily society quests from these guys, which I can't remember the name of them. I'm sure it will remind me in a second. But yeah, we're making decent progress. You call them what you like. I mean, that's fair enough. I've never had a gatherer at a high enough level to kind of start these quests off. Because there's only, 3 gatherers, right? And I've got 2 of them on the go, to be fair. But I've never had one high enough to kind of open these quests up. So yeah, I can finally start grinding these, because I know when you get all of your society quests done, you then get like a special kind of situation, right? So that'll be good once I kind of finish those off. Because on Endwalker at least, the gathering one's the only one I've got left. For Shadowbringers, I've still got a bit more work to do on the dwarfs, because I only started those with my last couple of crafters, because I kind of forgot they existed. So I've got 2 more to do in Shadowbringers, but in Endwalker, the last one I've got is the one I've not unlocked yet, and that'll be when I get this crafter into the next level, which I should manage to do today, especially with the ocean voyage. So we're going to get all these things underway, which will be fun. But I'll grab these for now, because I've not used any of my allowances today. I also need to check with the company to see what the turn-ins for those are. On Tuesday, I think you're going to... Oh yeah, of course, the Peli are coming, aren't they? Did they say if they're going to be like a crafting or a gathering or whatever situation? Because I can't see them being a normal class daily quest. It wouldn't make sense for them, because they're traders, right? I'd expect them to be the gatherers rather than the crafters, because there's the other guys, isn't there, in that clay town who are more crafting. They've not mentioned it. Yeah, I'd be very surprised if the Pelu aren't gatherers. But at the same time, that would maybe be an oh, I didn't even collect them all. That would be kind of an interesting first choice, I suppose. Oh, did I finish one of the quests? I already had the inventory. I did kind of catch more of the fish than I needed. So I do have an abundance of these 2 fish that you do need for these dailies. So that's very helpful, actually. I've only got to actively do 1 daily, which won't take very long. Because I stayed around there and caught like 2 or 3 of them, because I thought they're going to pop up again at some point, aren't they? And clearly they have done, so that's good. They seem to be combat. See, that surprises me. Because I was so sure, like, the Pelu Pelu. So I'm thinking of the right guys, right? The Pelu Pelu are like the first area, the marketing people, right? They're the Pelu Pelu, aren't they? So, like, I would have thought they would have been gatherers. And then I would have thought the whole side thing with the whole making the crafter guys happy in that kind of clay area. I thought they would have obviously been the crafters. Then I was expecting the place with the baby graveyard at the bottom of the lake. I can't remember the name of the place. You know what I mean when I say baby graveyard. I thought they would be the combat ones. That would make the most sense to me based off the characterization. The Mamoo, thank you. That's better than saying baby graveyard. But you knew what I meant. You knew what I meant. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it does make more sense for them to start with the Disciple of War, Disciple of Magic. But it doesn't match up characterization-wise. I don't know. It depends what the story is, I guess. It could make complete sense when you have the society story, for all we know. It made sense. It made total sense. It's very few situations where you can say something like that and there's a justifiable reason and a sensing reason that I like to say it at all. Oh, did that not work? Let me try that again. Come on. Come on. Yeah, I'm guessing with the other patches they'll release the other society quests. Just an interesting choice, but I suppose they do want to have them earlier in the expansion rather than later in the expansion. Because Baby Graveyard's later in the expansion, isn't it? So I guess it means the Disciple of War ones get opened earlier on for people? Maybe? Which makes sense. I understand that logic. The Moblins could be either crafters or gatherers. That's true. That's true. I just think because the story was so honed in, making it a comfortable place for crafting, wasn't it? So that's why I say crafters rather than gatherers. Just because I've done this one before, so I'm just going to skip on through this and we'll get this handed in. I had 2 of them ready to go, so that was super duper quick. Because then we can go to Oldar to check our dailies for that. I should get queued up for a dungeon as well, to be honest. And then we can go and see the elephants to do our dailies over there as well. Yeah. Be interesting to see who they decide for certain... Oh, wrong way entirely. It'd be interesting to see what tribes they decide to do for what kind of society quests as they continue releasing the patches. The new patch does look fun though. Obviously there's new MSQ, which I'm going to do off stream, because obviously to save people from spoilers. But that'd be fun to have some more MSQ. I'm not brave enough to try any of the more difficult rating stuff. I should try at some point, but I'm not brave enough. Right, let me hand this one in as well. Here we go. Okay. And just double check. Oh, the next round of these is opened up. I should just take these as well while I'm here. I shouldn't do it on here, lad. You know how bad that would go. It took me a moment because I started this line of quests ages ago before it kind of split off and started saying you had to be gatherers only. So I had to kind of remind myself what this whole story was about. And it was about the worm guy, the worm god, and the guy who was like obsessed with the worm. And then it kind of reached a wall where we couldn't continue because of the gathering thing. So I kind of had to like retune myself with this story. The Great Spirit of Ronka, yeah, Wormy Boy. Wormy Boy. Good sir. It was sir, wasn't it? Mother tells me you've been working your tail off around the stopple. Is that why I can't see your tail, perhaps? Don't ask me about my tail. It's a very touchy subject. It's a very sensitive topic. And anyhow, thanks to you, Father says we're ready to begin the exvocation. Isn't this all so exciting? They are a sensitive topic for you. Honestly, it would have been so cute if we had like tail options. Obviously, some of the outfits would hide the tail. I understand that because it would have been like more closer to the body tail, and some of the outfits are like massive like coats and stuff. But just little tail, a little puffy tail. Chakul, we must remember to remain calm and composed. These caves are vast, their tunnels burrowing deep into the bowels of the land. Slow, steady, and circumspect is the order of the day. As we speak, the preliminary exploration team is surveying the tunnels to determine where we might be best to begin Where to start digging stuff up. We will await their findings before deciding on the best way to move forwards. Understood, Father. I promise to circumspect. And does that mean we can begin digging already? Tual Manor, what's the news from the depths? They're very, twitchy. At Digmaster Kutal, I fear we encountered something rather unexpected. I fear that we may not be able to commence the excavation efforts as quickly as we had hoped. We can't start digging? But why? What did you find down there? I would like to try some of the more difficult stuff, but I really think I'd be such a mess. I would need to do it with a group of people who knew me. Even just because then I wouldn't have to chuck a load of randomness into dealing with me. And then plus the people who know me would know what to expect. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not going to be a good thing. I'm not going to be good for people on it. And I don't want to curse a few randomers with my presence on an extreme or something. No sooner had we stepped through the entrance, our whiskers twitching in anticipation of the wonders that awaited. Then did we see them, nasty creatures swarming in every nook and cranny of the caves. Hey there, Connor, I'm alright, how are you doing? A most troubling development indeed. We Qatari are scribes, not warriors. Indeed, it was the presence of fearsome fiends and worse blocking our way through the Revel that kept us trapped for hundreds of years. Are we doomed to suffer a similar fate here? You're good, glad to hear it. I did defeat a light warden, you know. I did kind of bring back the night and everything. The ally of Ronka and bringer of the night would fell these terrible beasts for us? I would like little more than to take advantage of your kindness, but I fear there is a rub. A rub? A rub. A preliminary. I can say this word, but I need to say it slowly. In our preliminary explanations of the stupor, we have discovered that another ward seals off the tunnels below, a ward not unlike that one that barred the entrance, but with one notable and unfortunate difference. It is a ward impassable to all but the servants of Dallin, namely the Qatari. No, I fear we will have to find our own way to dispatch the beasts that have burrowed their way up from the depths. But without Sir Madame Adora's aid, we'll be chewed up the moment we step in there, tails and whiskers and all. Oh, the worm can do it! Scream! The great serpent, it speaks! Scree scree! Indeed, and yet it does not move. Till now we have only had to follow where it goes. This time it appears we must fully grasp the import of his message, a message which sadly is beyond my comprehension. If only there was someone who... But of course, the son of Dwalti? The son of... You mean a tall fellow who likes to wave his arms in the air when he talks? He does understand the great serpent of Ronka. He does understand them. The very same. Ahem, Adora. It appears we'll require your assistance once more. Might you be so kind as to see my boy safely to Sliverbow, that he might summon this Quintfort for us? Would you kindly, Adora? Father and I would appreciate it ever so muchly, and more. Now come along, great serpent. Off he goes. Off he goes. Okay, so we need to go and find Quintfort again. So how close are we to Sliverbow? I mean, let's just teleport there. Come on, Quintfort. We need your worm whispering abilities. Right, where is he? Where is he? Get your butt out here, sir. Quintfort? Are you in this one or are you in this one? I think he might be in this one. It's kind of hard to tell from the map, right? He is in this one, I think. There he is. Quintfort. Boop. What's this you say? Fell beasts prowl the tunnels at every turn? No doubt they're remnants of the shadow that wandered the forests come to life. Our demons come to suck dry the currents of ether that give the great wood life, reducing our home to a withered husk. Hey there, Ferret, I'm doing alright, how are you doing? Good morning. Thank you for the headpats. They could be that, or they could simply be nasty little brutes that crawled their way up from between the rocks. You know, like the ones around here. Balan, my good sir, madam. You know of these creatures too? I do. Mother tells me that when our ancestors came to Sliverbow, they were set upon by a swarm of ravenous creatures that crawled up from below. Fortunately, one of the elder priests managed to utter an incantation that drove them away. It is 7:20 at night for me, but I don't mind. Good morning to you either way. If you look closely at the walls around us, you can see glyphs carved into them. The same protective magic that saved our forefathers then has been worked into the very walls around us. In a sense, the settlement of Sliverbow itself serves as a ward against the dangers that lurk beneath us. Just so, Valen, and it is precisely wards and incantations of this sort that I have made the focus of my studies of late. I remain ever impressed with your knowledge, good Sir Madams. Might it be too much to ask if you could teach this incantation to the Great Serpent, that he might protect us on our expedition below? Scree? What? What blasphemy do you speak, child? Do you think me, a humble servant of the wood, so brazen as to believe he could enlighten the divine protector itself? Look, it isn't exactly my area of expertise, but it strikes me that there might be a simpler way to approach this. All hail the Great Serpent! Why don't we simply fashion a talisman or two for them? You know, like the ones we've always used to keep danger at bay. I can craft a simple object to serve as the vessel, then Quinfort can mutter a few words and enchant it as he sees fit. Hey there, Lee, how you doing? Tradition dictates that a talisman should be fashioned from materials indelibly connected to the bearer's home. Those of us who live in Sliverbow usually gather what we need from the city of swamps, but for our Qatari friends, we'll have to look further east. Adora, your angling aptitude might serve us well here. Why don't you head over to Mildred's Tears and see if you can't fish up some simmer shells? It's a sea-dwelling creature whose husk we often carry about to ward off danger. Posted a meme in Discord? I'll have a look in a second. If you're in need of appetising bait, I figure a few fruit worms should suffice. Speaking of fruit worms, doesn't the way they wriggle and squirm remind you of... On second thought, never mind. And I shall immediately begin weaving an incantation especially tailored to protect our good friends from the sort of terrifying creatures that infest the caves and tunnels they seek to explore. Mwahaha, a foolproof plan if there ever was one. Doing good so far, just got your lance to level 26. Oh, awesome, well done for that. And I hope work treats you well. Shakul, you can stay here with me in Sliverbow and help me collect the other materials I need. It'll be the perfect opportunity to introduce you to my fellow blessed. Once we have everything we need, let's meet up again at Hoople's Stoople. I want to test the effectiveness of the talisman for myself before we leave Chakul and his friends to gather their own. Okay. One time I had a rat problem and the Great Serpent ate them all. Another time I needed to get something out of a long narrow tube. I couldn't reach the bottom of the Pringle tin. The Great Serpent got it for me. Well, let me check out this meme quickly. Memes. That's cute. That's so funny. Let me react with a heart. I love that. Tofu themed memes. That's so good. Right, so I need to collect this shimmer shell, but I need to know if... It's telling me it's over here. Which is fine, so I guess it can't be underwater. I'll double check. Let me do a quick Google search. Shimmer shell. Shimmer shell. They did specify bait, so it probably isn't underwater. But I don't know if I've got that bait. XIV. Let's see. Acquisition. Oh, okay, I can use the versatile lure as well, so that's fine. Let me make sure I've got the correct one equipped. There we go. So I don't think I've got the correct worm, but if that also works. And it's saying the coordinates are 25 by 36. Which I guess does bring me around this area, doesn't it? A bit more down here, 25 by 36. I mean, it's specifying over here, so I feel like I should go to where they're telling me to go, right? But then they were saying about going to... There's Thingy's Regret. Where's Tears? About Bow Rest. Well, I'll go in this general direction. Oh, there you go. There you go. For some reason, the map was bringing me up there. I need to go down there. That's fine. So As long as I can make sense of where I'm going. Right, let us head... Where's the door? Where's the door? There's the door. Right, let us head off. Go and catch us a fish. We just need to get the single one as well, so that's not so bad. Shouldn't take us too many attempts, I don't think. But we'll get extra experience for catching the other fish, so either way, it's still kind of helpful. And then we should hopefully get 3 more society quests after this as well. So that'll be an extra 1.5 mil experience. Which will then unlock the Endwalker ones, because then we'll be at 80, so I can finish that kind of series of job quests. And then get an extra set of 3 dailies. So we should be able to get a nice set, because there's 12 you get a day, isn't there? And then I've got the final 3 that I can use with the elephants. Lahi. Do 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 do. Right, so I guess we need a fish like here. Okay, so off here. Let's bring up snagging. Fathom, sneak, snagging. Right, and then I guess we'll just see what we find. To be fair, it didn't say that the quest objective appears here, so maybe it's down there. You know what, let me quit this. I think it might be down here. Because normally it comes up on screen like, oh, the object you're looking for is here, kind of thing. But now it's telling me to go up. Maybe it is here. Maybe it is here and it's just not doing it. I can also fish off of here as well. What happens if I do that? There you go. That's what I was wanting. It's detected what I'm looking for. Good stuff. When I got to, I think it was the level 63 fishing job quest, it kind of started doing spear fishing, which I've unlocked obviously. But you have to do a whole separate quest to unlock spear fishing. And it's very quick, right? It's a very quick quest. But it's kind of like, that's so cheeky of them. It's like, oh, if you haven't unlocked this yet, you just can't do the next job quest. So go over to this other location and unlock this thing. I don't know, I found it a bit weird if it's like necessary. It should have kind of been given in the job quest, do you know what I mean? It didn't matter at the end of the day, I got it sorted. Oh, you're over there now. Hey there Latte, how are you doing? Hope you're doing good. Right, this way. Let's go and give them this fish. I do need to queue up for a normal duty. I've just gotten so like deep in the source of fishing. It's kind of taken over. I started really not liking fishing, but I think it rewards you so quickly that it kind of keeps you motivated. Like leveling the fisher has been so much quicker than the miner. Boop. Right, so where are they? Where are they? There they are. Okay. Just finished putting on the last nail polish. Oh, lovely. You're having to sit there now and wait for it to dry. Oh, there you are. Were you able to find something suitable to make our talisman? Yes, I did. Why, yes, this should serve us quite well. Just give me a moment or two. I'll round up the materials Chakul and I gathered from the village and whip up something in no time. I always find after I finish doing like the last layer of nail polish, quite often I end up messing up one of the fingers somehow, because I'm always smacking my hands on things. Just add a feather here, here and here, then thread through this length of rope, and yes, this should do it. That was like a dream catcher. It's beautiful, and this will let us begin the excavation in safety, you say? Not so fast. The talisman needs to be enchanted before it's of any use, and it is now, as it is now, it's little more than a fancy little ornament. Well, Quinfort, this is the moment you've been waiting for, isn't it? Mwahaha, say no more. Stand back and bear witness as Quinfort, descendant of DeWalt, weaves an incantation the likes of which the eyes have never seen. Why do I have a bad feeling about this? Worry not, dear Valen. In truth, at first I was uncertain which of the many prayers I have memorised would serve us best. The traditional chant of the Knights Blessed? But wait, the Quitaria are an ancient race, so perhaps this calls for an incantation from the ancient Ronka. Long did I ponder, choose poorly after all, and it could mean death and destruction for our friends, if not for the forest itself. Fortunately, it was then that the great serpent came to me in a vision, enlightening me as to the precise words that would deliver us to salvation, words which have long been writ in the Gospel of Quinfort. You're going to enchant this talisman with ramblings from your dream diary. Now I really have a bad feeling about this. Yeah, I didn't prep enough time one day and had to remove it once when I wanted this show. Yeah, I end up scuffing mine so often. It's such a pain. I need to paint mine, to be honest. They're all chipped up like crazy. Do not be silly, Valen. The great serpent speaks through me, and I am but a vessel for his divine wisdom. Hark, it is precisely as it says in chapter 52, verse 5. The goddess's claws stained in cerulean. She did await the arrival of the stewards. The coming of the darkness marked a new dawn. A proud people returned to the wood where the egg once fell from high above. O great serpent of Ronka, gifted to us by the heavens, hear the plea of the great sage's scion, and guide the children of Ronka safely to their ancestral home. He's so dramatic, this man. Are we done? Is that it? O great serpent, do tell me, were my prayers heard? Scream! Why, I've never heard an incantation so inspiring. Your powers are truly something else, Master Quinfort. Oh, you are wise beyond your years, my young Quintari friend. My knowledge is vast, my powers indeed prodigious. It is more than an honour to wield them in service to your esteemed people. I can say I did much better this time compared to your first. Oh yeah, you get better with time, don't you? You kind of figure out how thick to do the coats and stuff like that. Because some polishes you can get away with slightly thicker coats. Other polishes you've got to do like wafer thin coats, otherwise they'll just never dry. But that kind of comes just with trial and error. Though he's prone to bouts of madness from time to time, Quinfort is an accomplished priest. The talisman should serve you well. Splendid! Our excavation effort has already been delayed for far longer than we can afford. Well, Chakul, this is the moment of truth. There is no telling what dangers lurk beneath us. Are you quite certain you wish to accompany me in the tunnels below? But of course, Father. Why else would I have come to this place with you? Together we will unearth the secrets of our far forefathers and reclaim our history. Oh, they're so young, they're learning their words. Very well, it is clear that you do not take the task lightly. Perhaps you are coming of age after all. And with that, I believe it's time we started digging. Let the excavation begin. Scree scree. I feel like I should bring out my serpent of Ronka while I'm around here. Seems only right. Oh, boing. Boing. I like the higher pitched boing for the smaller one. Hey there, pigeon, how you doing? Hope you're doing good. Oh, sometime later. Oh. Boing, boing, boing. Safely returned from their investigation of the tunnels. Okay, so we can wrap up this quest. It's your birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday. Are you doing anything nice for it? Or are you just going to chill out and relax? What is this? Another incantation of the great serpent made manifest before us? Whatever could be the meaning of this, I must know at once. Oh yeah, there's another one! I thought it was the same one and it changed its hat. There's so many of these worms! Probably playing Sonic Unleashed decided it's tradition. Ah, it's nice to have a tradition though, isn't it? I hope you enjoy it. Ahem, if you could settle down for just a moment, Master Quinfort, I will explain in detail all that I witnessed below. Birthdays aren't really a big deal to you. That's fair enough. They're not a big deal for me either, to be honest. Since I started streaming, I've done more for my birthday than I have done for a good while, like in the years before. Because now I do like a special stream for it. Father and I found a stone. It was big and square and covered in all sorts of writings, just like in the legends. As my boy says, we didn't indeed find the stelae, or at least one piece of them. You too, you do special streams as well. I hope you enjoy your birthday stream, if you haven't done it already. What remains? According to Qatari legend, the stele comprised 4 perfectly square stones, stacked to form a massive pillar, which is to say what we have found is but one part of the larger whole. You always try to do it on the day, that's fair. I tend to do it unless I'm doing a long stream, so I normally do a 12-hour birthday stream. So if I'm going to do a 12-hour birthday stream, I tend to do it on the weekend closest to my birthday, whether it's before or after. But if I'm just going to do a normal stream, then I'll do it on the day of. I don't know what day my birthday is next year. I'm going to check on the calendar. 1st of July. When is that next year? December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. It's on a Tuesday next year. So I might do it on the previous Saturday, so that'd be on the 31st. I guess it depends on what I'm doing. We'll find out. And if that weren't unfortunate enough, every single stela we found has been badly weathered through the years. In many places, the engravings are all but indecipherable. That's not all we found. Lying beside the shattered stone were several sad piles of bones, no doubt the remains of our once proud forefathers who carried the stele down below. I shudder to think of their last moments, torn apart by sin-eaters, as they hid away our legacy for safekeeping. Father and I fought to carry the stone to the surface, but in that moment something jumped out and stood in our path. This guy! Scree scree! There's so many of them. Are mine eyes to be believed? The behatted serpent that first accompanied our Qatari friends remains on the surface, which means we are graced by yet another incarnation of the Divine Protector. A third manifestation of the Great Serpent. Just how many of them are there anyway? At the very least, this is the only one we encountered on the expedition, and yet if it travelled here from somewhere to guide us in our efforts, it would not be unreasonable to assume that there are others where this one came from. In truth, it appeared and spoke to us just as we stood before the shattered stone. I cannot help but believe it was conveying to us a message, just as its brethren guided us to these ancient tunnels. Chakul and I pondered the matter, and we believe that we understand. The Great Serpent bids us unearth what remains of the scattered and weathered stele, and piece together our people's history anew with our own hands and minds. I see. If the stones truly have been scattered and weathered by time, that's the best you could hope to do. Yet surely you must have been able to make something from what remained of the stone. What chronicles of Eld were writ there? What we were able to make out of the markings could be described thus. A mighty Ronso wearing a crown, no doubt meant to represent the first emperor of Ronka, stood tall with a blade raised high above its head. Before him cowered a Qatari, one of our forefathers no doubt. The carving would seem to depict the momentous occasion that was the first encounter between people and the Empire. And the implications could not be more clear. Doubtless our ancestors, ill-suited for battle, were conquered and subjugated by the might of the Ronka, under whose yoke they would find new purpose as stewards of history. A most fascinating interpretation, Father, but if I might be so bold, I saw the drawings quite differently. I do not believe the Ronkan Emperor would be so cruel as to threaten the poor, weak Qatari. No, I believe that he found us vulnerable and at the mercy of the fearsome beasts of the forest. He slew the beasts by his own hand and befriended our ancestors, giving us new purpose as his subjects. Your optimism is admirable, my boy, but I fear that such a bright and cheery interpretation of events is unlikely at best. History is full of harsh truths, from which we must not avert our eyes. But tales are still sung from the first Emperor's might and majesty to this day, are they not? I simply could not fathom that he would be so cruel as to enslave our people. If you ask me, both theories seem reasonable, but if you intend to keep a record of history to pass down to posterity, you're going to have to choose one. Two conflicting theories of the past, one to be etched in stone and sung until the end of time, the other destined to be consigned to the dust of the deep, dank caverns below. Truly, this is a turning point in the grand tapestry that is the history of the Qatari. Yes, at any rate, I believe we've done all we can here. Valen, have you no interest in witnessing this momentous occasion in history? No, I don't think they're interested. I would not think of insisting that my interpretation is the only valid one, and yet I cannot simply toss it aside in favour of my son's rose-coloured view of the past. How positively abystively vexing. It's hard to pronounce his words, because he's still learning how to pronounce them. Scree! The great serpent, it speaks again! It does, and this time its message could be no more clear. It believes that Adora, the ally of the Ronka, should be the one to weigh the options at hand and decide which version of history shall be inscribed upon the stone. Why do I have this responsibility? Scree! The Qatari father and son have arrived at conflicting interpretations of the events depicted in the stela. At the bidding of the great serpent of Ronka, it has fallen to you to determine which version of history will be recorded. And in order to continue with the Qatari quests, speak with either Qatari Natal or Chakul to choose the interpretation you find the most convincing. Ooh! Your choice will affect not only the restoration but history, as it will be told for years to come. Once you make your choice, you'll be unable to go back, so choose carefully. Furthermore, yet another serpent clad in curious armour has arrived at the Qatari camp. Right! So, what do we think is the most likely situation? The thing is that they're saying about the Ronkan Emperor. So what, is it just another worm? And in which case, how much can a worm do? Do you know what I mean? Have the talisman, okay. Okay. Let's take additional quests as a reputation bonus. Ooh, okay. Additional quests will become available after accepting all daily quests. Okay, so I feel like this doesn't happen on other ones, unless it also happens on the Omicrons. I've just not experienced it yet. So you get a new set of dailies, which is pretty standard, but then you also get a bonus one when you complete your dailies. But you need allowance to be able to do them. Okay. Now, do I think the Ronka... Speaking of Ronka, let me also let out my own little Ronkan guy. Let me let out my own worm. There he is, the Great Serpent. So, do we think the Ronkan Empire enslaved these guys, or kind of like took them under their wing, for lack of a better word? Because it's important to, like the guy said, if the history is grim, it's important to kind of report it, right? But I'm like, I don't know. Why would they still be worshipping these Ronkan guys if they kind of enslaved everyone, right? That doesn't make sense to me. Surely there would have been like some Ronkan uprising or something, right? Am I thinking too much about this? Does it actually just not matter? That's easily the case, right? It probably doesn't even matter. I'm just staring at them both. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I want to think the worms are good worms. I'm going to talk to the child. Father may have his reasons for thinking as he does, but I choose to believe in the brighter version of history. Yes, I'm quite certain that the Ronkan Empire was a benevolent man who protected our ancestors from fearsome beasts and bestowed upon them a position of honour in their society. Surely you can agree. Go on then, we'll go for positive. The reward you receive and the content requests will be the same. Oh, okay. So it's not that deep. Okay, the previous kind of like blurb of writing made it sound really deep. All it changes is how the camp looks. The actual quests are the same. That's fine then. I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with this theory. Oh, thank you. I'm most glad to know that you're a cup half full type like myself. I cannot help but feel my boy is too optimistic for his own good, and yet, if you would choose to believe his theory, good madam, there is no reason why I cannot do the same. At long last, I can look upon the history of my people in all of its glory, but our work is far from over. Pray continue to lend us your aid. Okay, so I've decided, so I can just end this in, and Father and I will send our finest artisans. The work must begin at once. Okay. Because the first blurb made it sound like it was like this horrible, like unending decision that was going to impact all this stuff. But then the second blurb was like, yeah, it's fine. It just changes how the camp looks. And I'm like, okay, I'll change how the camp looks. Yay! The first dealer has been restored. Its engravings now clearly reflecting Chakul's theory about the Rockin benefits. Okay. Protected by the talisman fashioned by the Knights Blessed, and heartened by rediscovering a piece of their heritage, the stewards now pursue their excavation efforts with newfound zeal, should you choose to continue to aid them in their cause. Okay. So I'll grab the new set of dailies, because I'm still not level 80 yet. So where do I get my new set of dailies from? Over here. So I'll grab these. And I'll check the shop, because I should have some new stuff in the shop now that I've leveled up my friendship. So let's see what's in here, shall we? Another Ronka! Yeah! Give me another serpent! Heck yeah! Wait a second. Let me... Where's my guy? Where's my guy? And then minion guide. Where is he? Where is he? Where's my helmeted boy? Ready for gathering things. There he is! The behelmeted serpent of Ronka. There is my helmeted boy. Okay, cool. So, oh god, with the chat mode in say, enter Lahi. And then we've got to find a splendid cockle and a splendid sponge, both in very similar areas. So we'll do this one first. Let me double check these two things, just in case they're diving related. Splendid cockle, Final Fantasy 14. Spearfishing, and then we've got the splendid sponge, which is probably also spearfishing. Splendid sponge, Final Fantasy 14. I was hoping for the wiki page, because this page isn't quite as good really. Spear small fish. Okay, so that one's small fish. And the other one is... doesn't specify. Okay, we'll find them either way. So let's go and do this one first. We'll go and say Lahi to the doll over here. And then we'll go and get the splendid cockle and the splendid sponge. We might end up missing the next boat, but that's okay, to be honest. Because we can do the next load, we can do the Omicron story instead, which should give us a nice amount of experience. Let me also get queued up for a duty. We'll go for Alliance Raid, because that one's got Adventurer in Need, so we'll do that. And then I'll switch back to my Fisher, so we can go and do these in the meantime. Yeah, I do need to go to Charlian and get the rest of the level 90 gear. Just because if I end up in a level 90 dungeon again, my items like aren't really as good as they could be. Right, so Ronkan Doll at the Sea of Stars. Oh, you're the one. Okay. So then get off here. And then select you. Switch to say mode. La. Is it a capital? Nope, no capitals. Lahi. Oh, it's because I did a capital L. Hopefully no one can see me doing this. The say chats are embarrassing. No! I typoed it this time. Lahi. There we go. Killer Tofu. There you are. The doll is awoken. Cool. Oh, he's off. Okay, so that one's done. And these two are both over here, aren't they? Right. This way. Now the question is, which crystal tower are we going to end up in? It's going to probably be a crystal tower raid. It normally ends up being one of them. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes you get a surprise. But for the most part... Give me a second, sorry. Stick that auto fly on. Right, so we need to go down here. Here we go. Now, I think they said small, didn't they? Small ones. So let's see if we can manage to get anything. You count as smalls. Pow! There you go, splendid sponge. I'll get some extra ones because we are going to need them in the future anyway. So I may as well accumulate a few of them. There we go. That'll do us for a few days. Whoops, missed one. There you go. So then now I need to go to the other area, which was just over this way, wasn't it? Not seen this fishing before. Yeah, it's spear fishing. I was talking about it before because when you get to the level 63 fishing quest, you have to do spear fishing. But spear fishing's unlocked by a separate quest, and I found that out. So I had to go and do this separate quest to unlock the spear fishing, and then go back to the job quest. Now I don't know what size I need to get here. Well, there you go. It's cool. The small ones. But if I get more than one splendid cockle, it will just cover me for other days with my daily society quests. Because you can't sell these ones, they're market prohibited. Okay, so we can go and trade all these in. Let's get that out of the way, bring up my map. Here we go. And then that will be our dailies done for here. It should get us very close to level 80, if not to level 80. And then we can go and finish off the Omicron story. And do the gathering quests for them as well. And then we can loop around to the elephants and do our samurai daily society quests. Yep. Right, where are we going? Down here. Hand all of these in. I won't do that extra quest they were talking about, the bonus quest, because it will use up an extra allowance, and I do want to get the Omicron started because they'll be better for experience. Plus, I don't know if these guys will go down to 1,000 experience like the crafters do when you reach the cap. That's a point. They might do that. Because the crafters, when you reach the level cap for the expansion, their society quests go to 1,000 experience, right? Whereas like the fighting ones don't do that. They stay the same amount of experience regardless. Which obviously when you're a higher level, it's not a good amount of experience. Yeah. That means I won't need these fish anymore. Because I won't get any benefits from handing these in. This will be the moment of truth. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So the ones that are for these specific quests, I can't sell them or anything, so I'm just going to discard them. Because there's no point in coming to do these quests now for the time being. Because they're not going to give me much experience. So where's the other ones? Splendid sponge. And then it was the splendid cockle, wasn't it? Okay, so now I need to remember where the Omicrons were. The Omicron. Also, I'm level 80 now, so I should upgrade my gear. Because my gear's kind of like in the 70s. So I should get the next round of gear, shouldn't I? But you can't get gear with tomes and stuff for fishers, right? I doubt you can, anyway. What do you call a moose with no name? Anonymous. That's cute. Yeah. So I guess we've just got to go to a market board and see what comes up, right? In which case, I will go to Uldar because we need to... we need to go to the Grand Company anyway and see what our dailies for those are for the miner and the fisher. So we may as well go this way and then also go to the market board and see what we can get. So I'm pretty sure you can't trade... I can check with the lady here to be honest, but I'm pretty sure you can't trade in tomes for crafting gear or gathering gear. Let's find out. Oh, you can! At least you can at level 50. Huh, okay. Well, I'll still check the stuff over here. And then I guess we can go to Charlotte. No, it wouldn't be Charlian, would it? Charlian's level 90 gear. So we're going to have to go to Crystarium, aren't we? Because that's going to be level 80 gear. Right, so we need to go to the Crystarium. Oops, excuse me. Spotted Stenopoma and Grenade Ash. I feel like I've got Grenade Ash. No, I don't. Huh. Well, either way, let us quickly switch over and do our thingamabob. Here we go. Either way though, we definitely need to upgrade our fishing gear at this point. We're going to miss the boat, which is fine, that's not a problem. And we're at the Crystal Tower! Right, let me eat my leveling egg. Oops, my leveling egg. Specifically, thank you all for my leveling egg. I really love this glam, it's so cute. And then I dyed my sword as well, so the pink kind of matched the shirt. I think it just really, looks really nice together. Like those ribbons go with like the ribbon on the back. Yeah, I think I look cute. I think I look cute. Da, 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 da. One or more party members of you. Oh, we've got some newbies here. You guys better wait for the cutscenes. Yesterday, some of you guys didn't. I was very disappointed. Wait for the cutscenes. We were at the final boss and everyone just ran in and I put in the chat, oh, there's a cutscene in Party A or Alliance A. And then they all ran in and I was like, okay, fair enough. I was so salty about it. The thing is though, I feel like that everyone used to wait. It's been more recent times. No one really waits anymore. I feel like it was very rarely a problem, but now it seems to quite consistently be a problem. And I just feel like it's really unfair, do you know what I mean? Let the people experience their first time. I'm still not used to doing these raids for the melee. I'm still not used to it. They keep incentivizing coming back here by giving limited time rewards mock tomes. So people are trying to bum rush to get as many times. I mean, yeah, I guess. But it's still just like, oh, I'm slow. I'm slow. It's still just mean though, isn't it? It's just like feels very unfair. 'Cause you know when they first started, if everyone was skipping the cutscenes, they would get annoyed, right? But they have no right to get annoyed if they're now going to do it, kind of thing. What aren't you doing? Do one of those, please. Thank you kindly. Oh! Away! Okay. There's some of the stuff I've not managed to get from the tome event this time that I wanted to, but it is what it is. You can't always manage to get everything. I mean, I'm sure some people can, but I imagine it takes an awful lot of time. Oh, get your butt back over here. I also don't want to stay down there because it's going to end up all sludgy, isn't it? Okay, run! 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 Okay. Before the sludge comes up. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Yesterday though, when I was doing my Alliance raid, I was doing such a bad job. I got so unlucky I can't remember which one it is, but there was the one where the lion guys kind of freeze you, and I basically got frozen on like 3 overlapping AoEs. So I just put in the chat like, I'm gonna die. And I was like, oh my god, that's such bad luck. Don't contain any story related information. I mean, that's true, but it's still like, it's nice to experience it for the first time to get like the vibe, right? Like a lot of the duty cutscenes don't contain much story stuff, you're right. But it's like, let them have it. Let them have their like little moment kind of thing. I mean, I guess that's why on the main scenario they make them compulsory for everyone to watch, right? So everyone gets their story then. I've been known to sit out content for that exact reason. What, people skipping the cutscenes, or because you don't want to wait through the cutscenes? Because I just kind of sit there and start dancing. I just start having a bit of fun while waiting for everyone. Now, I do think, though, Samurai is not the class for me. I don't think. Which is fine, at least I know. Because people are skipping them and not allowed... Yeah! Like, I don't like people feeling like they've got to skip it. But they don't have to skip it. Because I had that problem when I was doing the Alexander raids, right? And I understand that's old content. It's Heaven's Ward content. I just never got around to doing it. But I did them recently. And at the very start, I'd be like, hey, first time coming here, like in the chat. But then I would be in a cutscene, come out of the cutscene, and the fight's like halfway done. So one time when people actually waited for me, I made a point of putting in the chat, thank you for waiting for me. And it's like, everyone was like, yeah, of course. And I'm just like, you don't understand. People haven't been waiting. People haven't waited. I'm slow again. I'm slow. I'm slow. Slow-mo run. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. What are those guys doing? Over here. Over here. Over here, friends. Okay, there you go. I think they were a bit lost. Oh, Hysteria. They had Hysteria, right. It just came up in the chat, Hysteria gang. That makes more sense. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I never remember which one of these raids have which bosses. I remember the bosses when I see them, but I never remember which raid has which boss. Does this one have the Atomos boss? I don't know. I always forget who's in which one. You're a little guilty of doing that, just the tank sometimes auto-start. The thing is, it's different if it's an accident, right? That's the difference, right? It's different if it's an accident and you don't mean to do it and you accidentally pull. Because that can happen, right? That can totally happen. Honest mistake, no harm done sort of thing. But, oh. No? Where's my guys? They've gone this way. They put the letters the wrong way around. It did confuse me for a second there. But then if it's more different when people purposefully do it. And I think the difference is with raids, because the arena's so big, it's a lot more deliberate. Do you know what I mean? It's a lot harder to accidentally pull stuff. Because I've accidentally pulled before. You know, it's going to happen sometimes. Okay. I think there are a lot... Come on. Why aren't you targeting? There you go. A lot of people on the free trial or that are newer to the game, us old folks tend to be studious. Yeah, I mean there is that as well. I don't know, because I don't like being in the mindset of, oh, all the new people are ruining the thing, right? I don't like... Oh, why is it invulnerable? I don't like kind of instantly going to that sort of thought process kind of thing. But there's no denying that when it started happening more, did kind of line up with the influx of new players around Dawn Trail. That is true. And like I said, it's not all of them. It's not all of them by any means. It's just one of those, right? It's such an easy kind of thing to fall into. So you try to give people the benefit of the doubt, where it's like maybe they don't know the etiquette yet, even though I do think the etiquette's kind of just common sense. But regardless of that, yeah, we're good. Da-da-da-da. Exactly. That's why it entirely depends on the situation, right? It's not always malicious. If someone does it and then they apologise, fair enough. If it's just an accidental pull, fair enough. But you can tell if someone's doing it over and over. Like I had a raid, it was the same DPS every single time that would run in and start the fight. So they clearly were just doing it to be a bit of a butt, you know what I mean? They were just kind of inconsiderate. But like I say, there's all different circumstances. That's why nothing's that simple. Oh, it's Emmerich. Hello. Wait. Hi, Emmerich. Hearts. That's so funny. He's dressed as him and everything. That's so fun. Right, okay. I love when people cosplay characters like that. Okay. I can't fight him yet. Where's the guys? Where's the guys? Oh, there's one left over there. There's one too. I call out people who pull that aren't tanks or tanks that pull early. And if I get a whoops and I'm like, exactly. Like if someone's like, oh, I didn't mean for that to happen, or oopsie, my bad. Like, you know, mistakes happen. It's all good. I'm not going to like start on someone because they've made an honest mistake. And you can normally tell the difference with people's intentions, can't you? Oh god. Okay. I'm messing up my rotation big time. There's someone on Bellman that cosplays Dr. Robotnik, and he's amazing at it. Oh my god, that's so good. It's so fun. Most of the time, if you're digging around for lore or something, nowadays I want to take your time and dig. You got to run alone, run with a chosen party, or in your case, stream to a crowd. Oh no, yeah. I mean, like I say, it's once again different as well. If you're doing like, I don't know, if it's not your first time and you're watching the cutscenes just for the sake of watching the cutscenes, for example. But I do think new people shouldn't be punished for just experiencing the story. You know what I mean? But as with every topic in life, there's many layers to it. It's very convoluted. It's not black and white. You know what I mean? Which makes it kind of hard to kind of like express a stance on it. Because then you go, oh, but there's this situation, there's that situation, there's all of this. But obviously I'm not going to sit there and read dialogue out loud long time when people are waiting for me. I'll just scan over it because that's unfair. Right, so I wouldn't take unnecessarily long in a cutscene. I would just scan over the cutscene, but I would still like take in the information. Whereas, for example, when I was doing the Great Ronka stuff and I was reading everything out loud, I would never do that if people were waiting for me, because that's too far. You know what I mean? And that's unfair on everyone else to leave them waiting like that. He's a Highlander with a big red coat, with the chest brocade, the black pants, and even a giant moustache. I love it whenever I find a character. It's so funny. Like I was flying around and there was just a Minfilia, and I was like, Minfilia? Minfilia? Work is forcing you to take holidays this week. It's good to take holidays though. You should do something nice for yourself, Rain. Even if it's just chilling out and watching a TV series you like, you should take the time to rest and look after yourself. I would love some time off. Unfortunately, that's not on the cards for me at the moment. But I would love some time off. I cannot be bothered with work at the moment. You have a 2-year waiting list of clients. Well, if it's 2 years, they can wait an extra week. They're already waiting 2 years. An extra week won't harm them. Maybe that's the wrong perspective to have, but I just think it's important to take a break sometimes, even if it's just for a day or two. Okay. Yeah, but it's okay. I'll have to give it a look. I'll need to look at him. Oh, we're not ready for him. Oh no, we can get him now. There you go. No, I'll need to give that a look. You will get through them though, right? And if your work's worth waiting for, which clearly it is if you've got such a long wait list. Because burnout is no good, I can tell you. I'm sure you probably know that as well. Burnout is no good. No good. Hey, Emmerich. It makes me want to make an extra character and just run around as a character from the game. Yep.
Hydrate or you'll dehydrate.
Thank you for the hydrate. I'll do that in just a second. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Right, I'm going to go under this one. See, everyone feels a bit too close. I don't know if it matters, but it just feels a bit too close. Also, I'm here with Emmerich, so it's all good. Ah, someone died. It's always a bit sad when someone dies to that. Obviously, you've got to learn, so it's going to happen at least once. But it's always like, oh no! It's always a bit sad. Yep. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay. Now, can we find the shortcut under this guy? Because he always falls on top of it. Oh, he faded away. Cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Let me do that hydrate. And thank you for the stretch. Let me do that as well. Wah! Wah! Right, it's this guy. This guy's alright. This guy's alright. There's no cutscenes in our alliance. And after this fight, I'll check out that picture on the chat. These people are funny in this chat. This used to be some... Ah, did it? Now it's this guy. The explodey guy. Dun, dun, dun. See, I can't remember the first time I did these, because it was like before I took the break from Final Fantasy, I'm guessing. I don't know if Suki and Latte have done these yet, because I think they're starting Heaven's Ward now. He had the same moveset. Ah, he just had a different name. I see. I see, I see. I wonder why they changed him. I wonder why they changed his name. There would have been a reason. Did he look the same as well? He had a different model as well. Ah, I wonder why. Interesting. As soon as he turns around, I need to get running. Messing up my rotation. Very standard for me. Messing up my rotation. Not bothering with the positionals. Who cares about positionals? In a level 50 raid. Right. Right, I see. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Thank you for oh no, someone died! Thank you for explaining. That makes total sense though. Mahini was just out there like me outie. Right, let me drop another one of these. Now we've nearly got him, it's all good. Not even using True North. Who cares about positionals? I don't care about positionals. Who's messing up her rotation? This rabbit. She exists for it. Woo! Whenever I get another rotation, I take ages to try and figure it out. We nearly had him, but I didn't want to risk it. Ah, Mahini! Rip. Rip. Okay. Yeah, we got him. All good. Let me... a GGTY. And a me outie. Me out of here. Go to a healer. Why not? Me outie. Right, let me check out this picture quickly. Game chat. Oh my god, he's amazing! He's like movie Robotnik, isn't he? That's so good. That's so good. I love that. What was I doing? What was I doing? What was I doing? We'll queue up for another duty. I guess we'll go just for a leveling. And then what did I need for this? I thought I had grenade ash, but clearly I don't. Which is fine. Oh, they've changed. I do have black alumin in my saddlebag. Yeah, I thought I did. Hermit crabs 4. Okay, so let me switch to my miner quickly. I wasn't expecting them to change. Okay. Why? Why can't I change to my miner? This makes no sense. What's the problem? What's the problem? I've got space. I've got space. I've got space. I don't have space in there, but I can switch to my other classes, so that makes very little sense. But okay. Pop that in there. Pop them in there for now. I've got space. Okay, I don't have space in here. Put them in there. Earrings, I've got space. Necklaces, I've got space. Bracelets, I've got space. I guess maybe I need one more space for the rings. I guess I don't need a healing ring like that anymore, right? Let's just get rid of that. Right, now can I switch to my miner? There we go. Why don't I have gloves? What's happened to my gloves? Well, we have those gloves now. Sure. That shall do. Some classes share gear. Monk and Samurai have the same items, therefore switching them does not. But I was switching from Fisher to Samurai. But when I tried to go Miner to Samurai, it wasn't having it. Well, so they are different levels, so they're going to have different gear. But it was weird that I can change from Samurai to Fisher, but I couldn't switch from Samurai to Miner. I have no idea why. There's a reason, I just don't know what the reason is. Black alumin, that's what I need. Okay. We've got a level up on that, good stuff. Let me quit this. I've got a job quest to do on miner now as well, good stuff. Saddlebag. So I can put this away. And then, was it hermit crabs that we needed for the fisher? 4 hermit crabs. Right. Now, how easy are hermit crabs to catch? Or do I just go and buy some hermit crabs? Let's see. If they're close by, I'll go and catch them. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Hermit. Crab. Final Fantasy 14. Oh, thank you for the regen. Random healer. The class changes can be very finicky, especially if done by manually equipping the weapon tool. That automatically unequips everything you wear. Yeah, but I was doing it via the, what's it called? The list of all your classes. I don't know. I have no idea why. It was just being weird. And my phone's not wanting to load this. So I guess while that's trying to load, I'll go and see how much hermit crabs cost. Why isn't this loading? I'm on the Wi-Fi. I'm on the Wi-Fi. Please, Wi-Fi. Please. Load for me, Wi-Fi. I know I'm streaming, but it shouldn't make a difference. And hopefully you can't hear the neighbours. They're having a bit of a ruckus. I think they're just playing with the kids, so the kids running around quite a lot. But if you hear any bangs, that's what it is. Here we go. Acquisition. Oh, it's a spearfishing one. Let's see how much they cost, because that's all the way back in Ratika. And Ratika is a long way away. So I guess I need to go Crystarium anyway. Let's have a look. Hermit crab. Isn't that how you spell hermit crab? Am I spelling hermit crab wrong? Oh, it's an I. It's an I. I thought it wasn't an I, but it is an I. It's an I. Hermit crab. Well, I'm not doing that. Right, pack the bags. We're going Ratika. We're going Ratika. Right, we're going travelling. Norvant, Ratika. Ah, it wasn't Zande, it was that one. Ah, I'm guessing for a similar reason though, right? 9 by 30. So where's that gonna take me? 9 by 30. Well, there's 30. So it's around here somewhere. And then it's small ones. Right, okay. So we need to go kind of to this area. And they make fun of themselves for it by having... Oh, correct the player. That's funny. I'd love to experience the story behind the Crystal Towers again. Because I don't really remember much of any of it. And where I had the big gap, it meant that the whole Shadowbringers thing kind of fell a bit flat for me. Because I just didn't remember much of the Crystal Tower stuff like at all. So it'd be nice to do it again for the cutscenes. Maybe I should just watch the cutscenes. I don't know. That would probably make more sense. Right, so it's around here somewhere. And we want small ones. You put it in the game chat. Let me have a look. Oh, I see. He looks so different as well. He looks the same, but he also looks different. It's interesting. I guess it's just his mannerisms change, don't they? Because he kind of matures. As anyone would after 100 years. Right, so oopsie. I need to go for small ones. Hermit crab! Grab that as well while I'm here. Hermit crab. Please give me some more small fish. Small fish, I need 2 more. Though apparently I can sell hermit crabs for a lot of money if that person's anything to go by. So maybe I should catch a few extra ones. They were selling them for 100,000 apiece. Outrageous. Right, well, I guess if people are buying it, you can't really judge too much, can you? Where is this one? It's saying there's more over here. It's now an enemy in the Crystal Tower. There's 3 of them, if memory serves, and they are clones of the original one. Who... Yeah, oh no, I don't want to leave. No, back down. I don't remember like any of the story behind the Crystal Tower. I know like the general idea, the general gist, but I don't remember any of the story like proper. I need another fishy hole. Fishy teeming waters. I need another one. Hello. Hello. Ooh, hello. This isn't what I'm looking for. Oh. There's one up here. There's one up here. There's one up here. There's one up here. Behemoth. Now, you are not the sort of fish I'm looking for, but I'll grab it anyway. Boop. 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 Haha, combo! Ow! I'm gonna catch you little fishies. Right, I think I have enough for the thing, but if I can sell them for that much money, I'm gonna catch a few more. Right, shark eye. The problem is this taking me to a different area that doesn't count, because it kind of feels like it is. Maybe we can try. Worst case scenario, I'll just have some extra fish to sell. Let's give it a look, shall we? Yeah, this is the wrong area. That's fine. Let me quit out of this. And then commence on this, and then we can go back the other direction. Samurai. Commence. People do overprice things all the time. I was going to look on the market board, you know, on Uniavalis, I can never pronounce it properly, and see what things have actually sold for recently. There we go. Because you can see the history over there, can't you? Dun, 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 dun. I stepped in the pee. I stepped in the pee. Oops, come on. There you go. Ah! No, thank you. Let me click on one of these. Yep. Okay. Well, I can do one of these. Hopefully it doesn't attract any extra guys over. Okay. Okay. Boss guy. Boss guy. Boss guy. I'll stick one of those on. Oh, look at me actually doing a positional. Here we go. The one's alright. I can leave that for a bit. Do do do. Do 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 do. To be fair, that's kind of worth doing anyway. I know it's an AoE one, but it does a fair amount of damage. So, we don't get the whole 3 stages at this level, so I'm not going to get the icy one. I still need to go to Crystarium as well, though. I guess we're in Ratika now, so I can finish catching these crabs, go to Crystarium, get the rest of... Oh no, wait, yeah, Crystarium for fishing gear, but then I still need to go to Sharlayan for samurai gear. So I guess we'll go finish off in Ratika, go over to Crystarium, then go to Sharlayan, and then loop our way back round to Ul'dah? Maybe? Actually no, from Sharlayan we'll need to go to Ultima Fuel, won't we? For the, let me take a fruit. For the Omicrons. For the Omicrons. Dun dun dun. Dun dun dun. Never let that stat go so high before, but it was fine. Stressed out the healer a little bit though, I'll give them the commendation. Okay. Do 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 do. Yeah, after the first boss, Arenvale's not that bad. It's just that first boss, especially if you're playing healer, can be such a pain in the butt. Here we go. This one and Stone Vigil are both, for some reason, Stone Vigil and Bowser's Wall. Is it Bowser's Wall? You know the one I mean, that I think is level 60. Them ones as healer. I always make such a mess on them. I got better on Arenvale, to be fair, but I never got better at Stone Vigil or Bowser's Wall. Never did. Never improved. Belzar's Wall. Close enough. Why did they come to me? Oh, come on. Close enough. You knew what I was on about. But either way. Yeah, that one is healer, that first pull. And I would always say to people, I'm not the best at healing or whatever, and they'd still pull the entire thing. And then everyone would die. And I'd be like, I did say. I did kind of bring this up. Okay. Do 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 do. No, I know. I'd rather be corrected if I'm butchering a name. The first pull is rough. The first pull is rough. It's so rough. Obviously, a lot of people are completely fine with it, but I am not. I am not one of those people. And I'll always say it in the chat, and they'll still just be like, okay, so full throttle? Full throttle. And I'm like, no, not full throttle. But after that first pull, I'm fine. It's literally just that first pull. Stone Vigil, I don't know why I have so many problems. I wonder if it's because of all of the corners. So like people can kind of hide in a lot of places, that makes it harder to keep up with them. That could be the problem with Stone Vigil for me. Don't know though. Then Arenvale's just that first boss. Once you're past that, you're fine. Do 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 do. It's corners, 100%. Yeah, you know what? I'm glad you agreed with the corner thing, because I don't know if that's just me being fussy at that point, but the corners, when they're constantly like tucked around corners and you're trying to keep up with them, it can be so difficult. It can be so hard. And you're like running after them, like, no, let me heal you. And they're just running off. It's like some of them want to die. Some of them just want to die. Okay. The Stone Vigil is a very cornery dungeon. Like lots of corners, lots of like narrow kind of like corridors, isn't it? Oh no, it's a good design. Like actual like atmosphere and stuff, it's really good. But yeah, definitely. Lots of places for people to hide from me. Please let me heal you. I only mean well, I promise. Okay. General Arturius of the Elegant Army became... Ah! See, I need to go through these cutscenes again and get like my lore brushed up a little bit. I do sometimes watch some of the old cutscenes. You know, like in the in-rooms you can use that book and like watch old cutscenes. I do that sometimes. Do. This tank's going for it. Ooh. Okay. No, that'll be lore stuff, wouldn't it? That'll be like brushing up on lore. But I just mean in general, because I don't remember much of the actual Crystal Tower story, like at all, really. So even just from a perspective of brushing up on the Crystal Tower story. Because you forget a lot of stuff. There's so much like story in this game in general. You do forget a lot of details. Don't want to get involved with the stinky breath. Okay. This should basically be at the last boss in a bit, right? Oops. It's easier to remember when you encounter it as it comes out rather than getting... Yeah, that's fair. I guess it's more spaced out and you've got the time to kind of take it in. I did kind of speed through the story a fair bit, like a lot of the story. I read it all and whatnot. I mean, I did a lot of it on stream, didn't I? But I also think, while I very much enjoyed doing it on stream, where my attention was kind of split, there's probably bits that I didn't absorb quite as much, that I might have absorbed better if I didn't have my attention split. Not that I regret playing it the way I did, I really enjoyed doing it on stream. But I wouldn't be surprised if that kind of like influenced how much my brain soaked up. Do. So I've got one of them. I need to keep an eye on them better this time. Right, I got two. I might go and grab one now. Yep. Good thing I did that. Let me second wind as well. There you go. Okay. Want to do 3 in this fight? I mean, I nearly died because I got hit by the other thing. I mean, I think I normally go for like 2 or 3. I don't go for any more than that. But there's plenty of fruits around. Whoops. Whoopsie doodles. Whoopsie doodles. I'm not paying attention. I am not paying attention. Doing a bad job. I'm not going to disregard you. I find it interesting. Ah! But when there's like bigger bricks, you want to give me just a second and then I'll be able to read it properly. Oh, I'm on 3 again. Give me a fruit. Give me a fruit. There we go. Do 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 do. Yep. Okay. Level up! Let me give that comm to the healer like I said I was going to. They kept my butt alive. Right, where am I going here? Shows how much I'm paying attention. Oh, I got the stuff. I didn't want the stuff. Just read this is also an unrelated creature. Archon appears in Eureka as a boss encounter at the front. See, I've not done the Eureka stuff, like any of it. Is that something I want to go into? Is Eureka and is it Bosnia? Is it Bosnia? I can't remember the name of the other one. Its spelling doesn't match how I've heard it being pronounced because I'm pretty sure there's a J in there. And I'm like, how does the J become a Z? Because I've only ever heard it pronounced with like a Z. But I've not tried any of that stuff yet. Right, Fisher, Fisher, Fisher. Let's get this finished before I key up for another one. Eureka is the original Bosnia. Okay. So what, Eureka was first and then like Bosnia is like the next one. I only know like anything about it because of like Cider Spider on YouTube. It's not something that I've really dipped my toes into at all. Bosnia. See, this once again shows like how once I hear a pronunciation it confuses me because Cider Spider says it that way, or at least he has done. And now that's the only like iteration I've heard it like ever said in. So now my brain just says it like that way round. I'm going to have to relearn the word. But I've seen bits and bobs about it, but I've never like done it myself. I will do this one last fishing hole and then we'll head off. Okay. Oh, sparkly one. Ding. Okay. So we have got... Where's my hermit crabs? Oh, 7. I want 8 though. Right, we're going to do one more. One more fishing hole. One more fishing hole. Approach pronounce in the words in Final Fantasy XIV. Yeah, but I don't often know the language they're based on. And I butcher my own language enough. You wouldn't believe that I went to speech therapy as a child. The way I say things. You would not believe it, would you? Wait, where is there another one of these? I don't want to go into the temples. I just need to find another... But if I go too far over there, it doesn't count towards what I'm looking for. And there's also so much lahi a person can take. But I want to get one more hermit crab. One more... Nope. Nope. I'm not trying to surface. I'm trying to find another fishing thing. There are 2 separate zones. The original one is in Stormblood. And it's the single most miserable piece of content you've ever experienced. Oh no! Are you telling me to stay away from it then? See, because I don't think this is the correct bit of water, but we can try it. Oh no, that's cool. That's fine. This was good. I was trying not to go too far this way. If you have a degree of self-love, yes. Oh no! That's now getting deep into the psyche. That's fine. I only wanted to get one more hermit crab anyway, so I didn't really try for that. Right, so, Crystarium. Crystarium's our next stop, not the Tempest. Not the Tempest. Crystarium. See, because a part of me kind of says that about front lines. I really don't like front lines. Though, to be fair, I've had a couple of games where people were a bit more coordinated, and I was like, okay, if every game was like this, I could understand why people would get into it. It's still not my cup of tea, but I could understand, kind of thing. You'd be banned for obscenity. Oh no! Oh no! Here we go. Okay, so I kind of need the whole shebang, don't I? So fishing rod. Awesome, I can use it on all of my gatherers as well, so let me get all of it. And then I may as well get the... Do I want to get the jewellery as well? Let me see what I'm looking like. Let me see what my numbers are looking like is the main thing. So the boots didn't get brought over, nor did the gloves. Okay, so gloves. I guess put those in here for now because I won't be using them again for a bit. And then shoes. I guess I don't need those ones anymore, do I? For now at least. Right. Recommended gear. That's quite fun looking actually. Now I should get the jewellery. All of my jewellery is very low leveled. Okay, I should grab those as well. I should grab those as well. I'll be glad I've done it. Okay, ring, bracelets, necklace, earrings. I'll get plenty of more scripts from the ocean fishing as well, so I'm not too concerned about that. Okay, there we go. Ah, this is quite, I actually quite like this outfit. I like the boots. Like, I really like the boots. Fun. Okay. So, we've got our fishing stuff sorted. Now we need to go to Charlian, wasn't it? To get the rest of my samurai gear. It should just be the trousers and the boots that I need to get sorted. So, Northern Empty, Old Charlian. I've heard of Pagos, and Pyros. I've heard of those. It's really awful. They basically created a zone for people who like Final Fantasy XI and tied the relic gear to... Right, okay. It probably showed that the people who liked 11 always do the same thing, return to 11, and it became abandoned content. Right, interesting. Still a lot of people in Eureka for some reason. There's even a dedicated group of people that get newbies through... See, I've heard about this. I've heard about people getting newbies through this specific area. Who was it? There was someone I watched on YouTube. I cannot remember who they were. But they were talking about how this person basically carried them through the Basildon Arsenal. I'm guessing it was that because it was related to the Eureka stuff. Pint. I mean, I think it was a Lala. It might be Pint. I cannot remember off the top of my head. So I've heard of that. I've actually heard of that. I just didn't remember the context for it. Right, so I need... yeah, trousers and boots. Trousers and boots. And I should have enough tomes to do that. Boots, trousers. Now I've got to organise all my stuff again, don't I? So trousers. Get rid of those for a second. Boots, get rid of those for a second. Bring these over. Whoops. No. Oh, they're just different boots. I need those. Ah, I see, I'm in the wrong thing. Right, I need those. And then trousers. Recommended gear. Just mess up my glam. Glam plate. Which plate was it? Which plate was it? Which plate was it? This one. There you go. Right, save that. And then I need to remember to save my portrait. Okay, so that should be saved. And now we can go to Ultima Fuel and finish off that. Because I started that story, so I don't remember the full context for the story. I think it was helping the Omicrons find a different purpose other than war. I think was the situation. But then it reached a point in the story where you had to be a gatherer to continue. And I'm pretty sure it was after we went up to, you know, the bit up the hill where it was kind of like an abandoned kind of like cafe and stuff like that. I think we kind of found a place there where one of the robots could open something up. And I think it kind of reached that point in the story, if I remember correctly. Which I could be remembering wrong, but I think I've remembered correctly. Sea of Stars, Ultima Fuel. Yeah, it's going to be here, isn't it? Unless, can I get to... No, okay, so I'm going to have to just go to over here and then do some running. So I'm pretty sure it's at the top. Watch me be wrong, but I'm fairly confident they were at the top. You need to get some sleep, no worries at all. Thank you for joining me, Shredder. Have a wonderful rest of your day or night, I guess. I wish Lalafell didn't tend to be so universally obnoxious. I don't mind the Lalafells in general. I think it's what some people decide to do with the Lalafells, which which is a bit unnerving, I'm going to say. Right, so where do I need to go? Was it from here? Yeah, it was over here, wasn't it? Am I being silly? Don't answer that, I probably am. Base? So that's not what I need. I need to get up here, right? The NPCs are mostly fine. Lalafell players tend to be obnoxious. I've no idea why. I mean, I guess I've never really spoken to many Lalafell players, I suppose. Though how many of the Lalafell men NPCs are womanizers is an interesting choice. Here we go, that's the quest. I was right. Okay. The cafe at the end of the universe. Not all of them. There's a good couple of them, isn't there? Like more than you would expect. I mean, there's the guy at Costa del Sol. There's the one on the fishing quest that I can't remember the name of. Pippin's exempted, yeah. I mean, like, Wedge isn't either. Wedge is fine. It's just that I think it's because where they obviously do just look like babies, right? It comes across as even more kind of like unsettling when they talk about buxom women, right? Whereas if it was another race, right? If it was like a freaking Aura, right? Or a Vera, just any other race, it wouldn't come across as so jarring. But I think that's why they do it, because it comes across as so jarring. Because there's little babies going on about these beautiful buxom ladies, you know what I mean? While the cat ladies kind of dance in the background. And it makes you feel a bit like awkward. Okay. Welcome, Adora, to the last dregs. At long last we're open for business, and that's not all. This unit recommends you allow the squeaky life form to elaborate. Please be advised that this recommendation does not extend to other conversations. What was the quest name? I didn't actually read the quest name. For one thing, we've cleaned the place up since your last visit. The counter is clean enough to eat off of. We've also recruited additional Omicrons to our cause. They're absolutely naught better to do and thus stationed here at all hours. Give me a second, sorry. Okay. I fear their lack of customer service experience may prove an issue, however, so I think it's best that our first patrons be similar to the people of Epheris. You lot have been awfully understanding of our slip-ups with the moon. It's not just the appearance either, it's the mannerisms, like they have the swaying where they sit, the swinging their legs. Yeah. It's the whole kind of presentation. It's the whole presentation. And it's very cute, right? It's very cute. But then when they then say those sort of things, it's a bit like, To fulfill that objective, this unit has taken the liberty of ordering the replication of passably intelligent life forms based on data recovered from the dead ends. These life forms now exist as tangible simulations, much like this unit itself, allowing them to enjoy cafe services. If you orient your ocular orbs to my right, you will find Patron 001 and Patron 002 of the Carillion people. Okay. Hello, Patron 001 and Patron 002. Prepare to die, traitor. I shall now obliterate your hideous helm and your belligerent brain with it. Ideological alignment with the global community is the only way to restore peace, that and the utter annihilation of our enemies. You would say that, mongrel. You have long since ceased to see beyond the leash around your neck, or perhaps it's that tasteless headwear that's cutting off oxygen to your brain. Guys, I don't know how to break this to you. Your helmets look the same. It's just a different colour. You and your masters know naught of righteousness. The peace you offer is but apathy, self-determination subjugated on the pull of a yoke. Pray that you at last know freedom and death. Guys, I don't know how to tell you this. I'm so sorry. As you can see, it's not going as well as we hoped. The data indicates that while the Carillions prospered materially under the global community, the anti-establishment freedom fighters fought back against its oppressive social conditions, leading to the total annihilation of both civilization and star. Excuse me, it seems like both of you want the same thing, to put an end to this conflict and live happily ever after. Also, to murder each other, but that didn't turn out so well for you last time. How about you take a seat and talk this over? I'm on the East Bank and I'm on the West Bank. It's not a big deal. Our bank is better than your bank. You get talking, guys. I suppose this will have to do for the time being. For you see, I have something even more important to show you. With me. I forgot how dark this area is. Guys, behave. Okay. Can you see it? Here at the end of the universe, a new star has been born. Ah, hello baby star. Furthermore, readings confirm that this unidentified star is composed of dynamists. With the Endsinger gone, Ultima Fuel should no longer be doomed to despair. Yet what kind of star, what civilization could have arisen out of the dynamists of this place? I shudder to think. That is precisely why this unit recommends eliminating potential threats immediately. The looming spectre of a hostile civilization is not conducive to carrying out current orders to live. Have you learned nothing from the Carillions? We cannot simply go about annihilating anybody who doesn't who looks at us askance. Askance? Besides, it would be a shame to waste any potential resources the star has to offer. It's not as if we're rolling in tea leaves out here. I know these people are still trying to kill each other, but follow me, there's a star I've never seen before. Priorities, the star's going nowhere. And this unit finds imminently killable life forms outlook to be intolerably naive. I'll show you imminently killable, you weird-looking fork. Anyway, I suppose that with your help, Adora, we first investigate this newborn star. There'll be plenty of time for annihilating later, should such measures be called for. If both imminently killable life forms insist, you may access the research portal from base Omicron. This unit will accompany you for your own safety. Tink, 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 tink. Okay. Okie dokie. I should get lined up for another duty, right? But I'm like in a story. Oh, hello. You're very well dressed. Oh! He's meant to be like Majima, look. That's so fun. Okay. Talking about people cosplaying. We're finding all of the people today. What would happen if Majima was in this world? I half imagine the whole final days would have finished very, very quickly, as in he would have dealt with it very fast. Okay. Beyond this portal you will find a research area constructed for the purposes of collecting data on the new star. You may proceed with caution to the star from there. Colour me impressed. By Stigma 4, that is. It's the one that made all of this. Now look sharp, Forky. Okay. So what a new place to go to now. Traverse the portal to the newborn star. Ah. Okay. FTL travel initialized. Calibrating coordinates. Okay. All this light. There's like no light down there. Suddenly all this light. Wow. I guess it's still forming, isn't it? It's only a baby star. If Ultima Fuel was governed by sentiment, does that mean this huge thing came straight from someone's heart? I do like those boots. Initializing scan of planet's surface and core. Whiz, whiz, whiz. Wah, wah, wah. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Environmental scans inconsistent with data from previously recorded planets. No sign of civilization detected. This unit can only assume that the star is entirely new. Unlike anything seen before. Emergency alert from the last dregs. Beep boop boop beep beep boop wah! Brushy, is that you? Brushy? Speak to me, Brushles! Speak to me, Brushy! Ahem, this unit will now transmit directly from Stigma 4. Emergency alert. Customers designated Patron 1 and Patron 2 resisting delivery of sustenance. Weapons have been drawn. Please advise. Resisting? What in the world did you serve them? As proposed by the flea-ridden manager, staff first attempted to provide patrons with locally rendered carrots. These were rejected as not food. Goldhona oil and Omicron grease were also rejected, despite databases indicating that these substances fulfill 95% of the criteria for designation as food. Words unsuitable for transmission also issued forth from patrons at this time. Ah, they got sweary! The torrent of verbal abuse activated the Goldhona's Guardian's moderation filters, causing the set weapon systems to purge. All remaining units have withdrawn behind the available cover. Projections indicate a 99.9783 chance of failure should further arbitration be attempted by current staff. Management support requested. I sort of expected this. After all, artificial carrots just aren't right. Where's the fresh, juicy crunch? Where's the slight aftertaste of dirt? Jellingway, do you wash your carrots? This may sound far-fetched, but perhaps they don't like carrots. I don't know why anyone would bother putting other things in their mouth when there are perfectly good carrots lying about, but very well. I suppose we'll need to concoct some sort of nutritious admixture. Data indicates that civilization prospects in Ultima Fuel are abysmal. To manufacture ingredients would require a dedicated production plant. Given the fate of our other mentioned carrots, that simply will not do. But what of this new star? Could it not be used to cultivate the fresh culinary ingredients that we need? I can see it now, our customers' contentment upon tasting the most delicious and nutritious cuisine they've ever had. The sight should delight me as much as 100 carrots of happiness, at least. Ooh, what's going on? Ooh. it's me. Show me, show me. Ooh! Hey there, Van. How you doing? Clearly we could grow some stuff here. Look at all this grass. Scanning soil, acidity, moisture content and temperature within acceptable perimeters. And it's soft under my paws, as if simply begging for cultivation. Indeed, analysis indicates that 56.2% of cultivars registered at a database during prior conflicts of organic civilizations would be suited to this environment. You're good? You got 3 hours? Well, I'm glad to hear you're doing good, and I hope you enjoyed your time with Dragon Age as well. Did this star grant my wish? I suppose, given the nature of this place, it's not unreasonable to believe that residual energies from Meteor's nest could have coalesced into a new star, nor that said star would be susceptible to emotion as the rest of the dynamists around here. You're going to romance the cute dwarf girl. Hopefully it goes well for you. This theory is excessively convenient, but the data does not contradict it. Your ability to insult me, even when we're in agreement, never ceases to amaze. Fortunately for you, I have better things to do than bicker with a bucket of bolts right now. O magics of creation, fill the craving deep within my soul and grant me endless carrots. It didn't work. Hear my plea. I wish for carrots. Perhaps gluttony does not qualify as an emotion. Offend the rabbit, why don't you? Bugger, yet my hopes for the cafe do, apparently. Why is there a mech here? We're kind of at the end of the world and we're helping the mechs find a new purpose that isn't war. And to do that, us and the rabbits are trying to open a cafe with the robots. Jamming Way is adorable, aren't they? Unlike my however sincere visions of carrots specifically, that intangible hope for a potential future took the form as tillable earth, in which case perhaps the joy of as yet unrealised possibility is the key to success here. Thus shall we call it... Oh god, Elysion. Elysion? I'm going to go for Elysion. A joyful land where hopes may come to rest. The mythology at work here remains alien to this unit, but the overexcited organism's speculation has merit. Dynamis has been demonstrated to make the impossible possible. However, the data also shows that it lends itself as easily to ill as to good. If the beings of Ultima Fuel succumb to despair once more, the consequences will be dire. This unit does not even need to run the calculations, to be sure. Oh, boil my carrots! I forgot all about the customers. We must attend to them with all haste, lest they warp the nature of the star. The managers are needed at the cafe. Go, managers, go! Your patrons are fighting. Okay. So I need to speak with Jamming Way, who's most likely up at the cafe. So, I would like to go back to the research place. And then I need to go to base Omicron. Yep. Base Omicron. And then I need to get flying. So I'm going to get my motorbike, that seems to fit this area best. And then we need to go like this way. Whoop. All the way up here. Right, now who's fighting? I'm a level 80 fisher, I can take you on. So I've got Patron 001 and Patron 002. Please, if you just sit down for a nice calming cup of tea. As if I would fall for your ruse for a second time. That food you served us made me long for days of chewing a boot in the trenches. Deeply though it pains me, I must agree, that was the least palatable vegetable I've ever eaten, wartime or no. If I die, my blood is on your hands. Heavens, we can't have that. We wish only to satisfy our customers, to bring them joy so that they never again fall to despair. What dishes would bring you joy, if I might ask? Anything we typically eat, from beans to beef, is manufactured according to the specifications that I could not begin to guess at, but I would take anything even approaching normal at this point. Perhaps a salad to cleanse the palate of that horrid oil. As long as there are one of those genetically modified logs in it this time. I see 2 salads with completely organic ingredients, coming right up. How soon your paltry grey matter forgets. There is a dearth of produce in this corner of the universe. Even on a new star, the seed will require time to grow. Oh, but surely Adora can do something about that. You're a fisher, are you not? Surely there must be some manner of edible flora around here, inconspicuous though it may be. Sorry, and I dare say local ingredients are something of a conversation starter, so that could be the next step towards our patrons resolving their, differences. Wouldn't that be so lovely? Look how dark it is. Need only relax and wait. We'll serve you a delicious dinner yet. Reluctantly reviewing natural resource database. Promising nodes located. Flora found in the Wellspring of Regret has been rated by the other organic life forms as edible and shows acceptable nutrient composition. You may wish to purchase gold salmon roe from Omicron N0598 in A4 research for this mission and similar endeavours in Ultima Fuel. All proceeds go to Omicron enhancement initiatives. While you do that, we'll see if we can't scrounge up a few more ingredients from our stores. Though I still cannot imagine why one would prefer other foodstuffs to carrots, I must admit that I find this culinary experimentation rather invigorating. Okay. Strip of soggy alien kelp. So we need to go down here to the A4 place. Yes, A4 research. I need to buy some golden salmon roe. Just to add to my accumulating sorts of bait. Here we go. Items. I guess I'll just grab a bunch of it, right? There you go. And then now we need to go to... Here we go. Wellspring of Regret, which is over... with the ear. Okay, so we'll go over this way. Strip of soggy alien kelp. I should make sure I've got the correct bait attached, shouldn't I? Golden salmon roe, okay. And then we'll go... Let's go on this one. Dun 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 dun! Dun 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 dun! Gonna find myself some alien kelp. Dun 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 dun! Here we go. Right. Let's get some fishing done. Dun, 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 dun. Right. See how many times... So it detected the right stuff, so it's definitely in here. Oops, I pressed the wrong button. That was my fault. You're confused by the music. What confused you? I love this song. It's such a good song. Here we go. We only need one as well, so if we get lucky... Ooh, what have we got? Hey! Okay, so we've got our kelp. We need to deliver it to the robot. So, can I just fly over there? Rather than going the long way around, can I just literally fly up there? I also need to queue up for another duty. I've not done that yet. I should be doing that. Should I do that quickly now? Just on my auto flying. Switch to samurai. Register for a high level dungeon. So I didn't want to line up for a high level dungeon without sorting out my gear, but I've sorted that out now, so that's fine. We've got a good old weight on that anyway, which is fine because we can finish this off. So, Fisher, whip. Okay, onwards. Take a sip of my water. Back to the cafe with my soggy kelp. Well, I should get my samurai up to 100 by the end of next week, which will be good, and then I can start a new class. How long will it take my fisher to get there? Probably during next week as well. I need to try and get more stuck in on my miner again, but I do have a job quest to do for the miner now, so that will help push things along. Right. N7000, I have returneth. Here we go. The return of allied lifeform Adora is most welcome. This unit can only hope that the other organic lifeforms will now cease their whining. They can share the bit of kelp, it's fine. Quality and quantity of provided ingredients exceed expected parameters. Yours maybe. I knew Adora would go above and beyond. Now put these greens to the test. Oh, that's a nice looking salad. It does glow a bit weirdly though, but it looks nice. Needless to say, I fear for my life, but now that you've gone to so much trouble, I suppose we should try it. Try it, try it. Try it. An astoundingly robust spectrum of flavour and texture. How do they eat it with those helmets on? I was unaware that food could possess such a pleasant complexity. Mass-produced dishes pale in comparison. Watch your tongue. The global community solved world hunger through automation, you know. You lot would have scurvy thrice over without it. Still, I must admit that the flavour is unique. Though we replicated a wide variety of cultivars in our factories, just as many were consigned to history, I see now what was lost. There is an appeal to having the freedom to choose what you eat, is there not? Though I recognise the validity of your world hunger argument. Perhaps there is room for both perspectives at this table. As this peculiar way to observed, our haste to elevate one at the expense of others has not served us well in the past. So many mechs. A bunch of mechs and then a rabbit. Odd words to hear from a freedom fighter, but not wrong. That's the spirit. I'm certain you two have plenty in common, if you're willing to hear each other out. In the meantime, why not help us with the gardening? Release some of that pent-up energy that that has you shouting at each other all of the time. Think about it. It's honest, non-violent work, and the more you grow, the more new flavours you can experience. With a patch of land on a new star that has your names on it. Well, your patron designations anyway. What do you say? I cannot claim that I'd be happier on the battlefield. I fought in the name of peace until there was naught left to fight, or to fight for. There has to be a better way. Maybe it's safeguarding life rather than taking it. I'll find out what that is. Come on. Come on. I hesitate to align my ethos with that global citizen, yet it is true that we now have the freedom to choose a better future. Yay! Very well, I shall put down my arms and travel a different path this time around. Then it's a truce. Let us plant those vegetables. Oh, I smell hope. It smells like carrots of happiness. If you were wondering, perhaps Elysion can smell it too. Inconclusive and 80% nonsensical. However, possibilities resulting from this unlikely alliance approach the infinite. I suppose that means we'll have to go and see for ourselves. Come along, patrons. Okay. So now we need to go back up to the research thing, do we? Sorry, I'm just yawning. I am sleepy today. We're up to the research centre. Right. Despite the small yet statistically significant chance of their being greeted by hostiles, the naive life form has sent Patron 1 and Patron 2 ahead to Elysion. This unit suggests we make haste in confirming what effects, if any, their emotions have brought to the star. That's true, they're going to change the star, aren't they? Well, we've got to check that out. Oh, there's fences now. The fences are new. Ooh! What interesting looking, I'm guessing, fruit? How weird looking. They even had an extra guy somehow. And they were like talking and laughing and stuff. The Krillian's heartfelt hopes for a peaceful future have taken form as a resplendent garden. Nevertheless, much of the newborn star remains as unto a blank canvas. What other hopes will the power of Dynamis bring to life? Okay. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Dynamis-based alterations to the local environment exceed all but the most improbable of projections. Data from prior civilizations indicate that organic customers will be pleased with the vegetation available for consumption. This unit proposes a temporary retreat to the A4 research to discuss future salads and salad-adjacent matters. And salad-adjacent matters? What, like dressings? Dressings and croutons? We do need to discuss croutons, because they make a salad better. I am a crouton enjoyer. I like myself a good seasoned crouton. What's your salad dressing of choice as well? Mine's balsamic vinegar. I do love balsamic. I don't like creamy dressings. I'm not big on heavy creamy dressings. All management units are present. This unit will now run multiple cognitive simulations of the last drug's future. Okay. Analysis complete. Simulations suggest the further consultation with reconstructed life forms and changes to the nature of Elysion will both be beneficial in increasing future customer satisfaction. Overall, friendly interaction appears key to the success of Last Dreg's objectives, which are vital to the ongoing mission to live. In other words, if we continue to value our patrons, our cafe will become an ever greater source of joy. This unit would not make such a fanciful projection. Hello, Maxwell. But nevertheless agrees with the general trajectory proposed. The ongoing assistance of allied life form Adora will also be invaluable. Will you continue to act as a management unit? I swore I'd never go back to retail. What a mood. No, count me in. Count me in. Your cooperation is appreciated. In preparation for the next phase of operations, this unit proposes strategically repositioning Matrix Stigma 4 to this location, that it may better assist in coordinating planetary and cafe objectives. Transmission of orders will commence at your signal. Okay. I keep on yawning. I'm so yawny today. I had a nap and everything and I'm still so yawny. Oh, hello. This must be Stigma 4. Big old eyeball. Retro thrusters and cooldown. Initiating matrix installation. I butchered that one. That got right up in my face. Speaking of which, we have one more installation to attend to. Hold still, N7000. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Ah! I love it! They gave him rabbit ears. Perfect! Now I can tell which Omicron the insults will be coming from. It also signifies your role in this operation quite well, does it not? Crude, yet effective. This unit will consent to wearing the large-eared lifeform's primitive accessory. Now, my loyal crew, to work! The possibilities are infinite, so there's much more to be done. Look at his ears! So cute. Okay, we've unlocked the society quest, so we can take our first batch of those now. Friendly reputation, Stigma 4 gives you the quests. Oh, have more wares from the other guy. Cool. Probably not very much yet, we're only on friendly. But I guess we can take a look, right? Where are you? There you are, vending unit. Yeah, just materia at the moment, but it will expand. We'll get more stuff as we go along. So Stigma 4. Let me just grab all of these. And such a nice boost of experience on each one as well. And then we still need to go to the elephants as well and do our samurai ones. Depletion of nutrients in a biological vessel directly correlates to emotional instability. Okay. I would have read that in full, but my thing popped. So let's do this. Commence. Where are we going to end up is the question. It's going to be basically any 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 dungeons. I don't think it's 100 because I think they're under expert. I can't do this anyway because I'm not a high enough level. But I did end up in a level 91 the other day. Oh, this one. Hi. This one's fine. Sometimes I have problems with latency on the final boss with the fire-ice mechanic. But the last time I was here I managed quite well, so I think we'll be alright. I just need to remember that fire is run away, ice is run towards. I just need to remember it's that way around. Pull this mic closer to myself so I can lean back as well. There you go. My gear's better than the last time I was here as well, so that should definitely help. Okay. I like the final boss in this. It's just like I say, sometimes with the latency you kind of got to time it a bit differently, so it can make things a little bit awkward, but once you kind of know the timings it's fine. Okay. Here we go. Oops, did that the wrong way around. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Ka-ching. And then this one. There we go. I've healed in this one enough times. I don't know if I've tanked this one yet. I feel like I have, because I feel like I end up in this one quite often, but I don't know for sure. Have I tanked on this one? It was a long time since I had anyway, because I've only obviously done one tank to level 100. But I'm curious as to whether I have or not. I mean, I definitely will be soon, so I'm going to have to start the other tanks eventually. Because there's so many different DPSs, I'm either going to have to do... I'm probably going to have to take a break in the middle of the DPSs and do the tanks. Because otherwise we're going to be DPSing for a long time. And it might get a bit like stale, do you know what I mean? So I've just got to decide how many DPSs to do before I... before I pick up the tanks. So I don't really know. And I'm going to start with Paladin, so I'm going to have to relearn everything. And once I start on Paladin and finish Paladin, I'm just going to do all of the others after the fact. And that'll be what? Dark Knight and Gunbreaker. Both of which I have picked up, but I didn't get very far with them at all. So I'll probably do Paladin as my next tank, just to reacquaint myself with tank. That starts from level 1. And then do the other two. And then do the last of the DPSs. So I'll get a few DPSs done first. I don't know if to get the melee ones just done, or should I kind of bounce around? A part of me thinks it might be good to get the melee ones just done, to kind of keep me in the kind of flow with them. But on the other hand, I'm also a bit like, will I start getting kind of bored if I just do constant just melee? Maybe I should try a ranged next or something. Or do like a magical one. Because I really enjoyed Picto. That was a magical ranged, wasn't it? I really enjoyed that one. Okay. In the name of the Emperor!
I will crush you underfoot. Savages. In the name of the Emperor.
In the name of the Emperor! Let's try and get this down, shall we? Whoop. Oh, that was my fault. I timed it a bit too late. That was my fault. Oh, I got the poison down, so what else? Come on, there you go. Oh, let me grab this. Whoop, whoop. There you go. There you go. There you go. Okay. Yep. Yep. Okay. In the name of the Emperor. Stop running away, you butt munch. Okay. One of those. Hey there, Beef. How are you doing? Okay. In the name of the Emperor. Toodaloo. Is it this way? When you start running around in circles for a fight, you kind of lose track of where you're going. It's alright, it's alright. We've got some society quests unlocked and sorted for the Fisher. So we made good progress on that. Just doing my dailies, really. There are 2 Lalafels with us, yes. We've got a Lalafell healer and a Lalafell DPS. Come on, why aren't you clicking? There you go. There you go. Perfect. Do-do-do-do. Shouldn't run too far ahead. My sprint's making me pop up in front. Right, wait for him to get that. Do the chores pile up? Not really, because a lot of it's on timers. So it just kind of means if you miss a day's worth of stuff, you just miss a day's worth of stuff. So I don't really think the chores pile up per se. Let me... Probably could have done that in a better area, but it's alright. Where if they were, they've been blown up now. They've been blown up, there's going to be no battle. Onwards. Come on, Lalas. You've got little legs, I know, but keep up. So we've got a Sage, and we've got... is that Red Mage? I want to try Red Mage at some point. I hear mixed messages on Red Mage. Some people seem to really not stand it, but some people say it's a lot of fun. I guess that's the case with all of the classes, right? All of the classes are going to have its haters and those who love it sort of thing. Let me pop this down over here. Do 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 do. Oop, no no no. No no no. Okay. There's the last one here. It looks like it. Okay, cool. Just messing up my rotation as I always do. Cool. Onwards. Onwards, onwards, onwards. Onwards, onwards. There's quite a lot of running in this dungeon. I mean, there isn't a lot of dungeons, but I feel like there's like more running. Red Mage is a DPS. Yeah, they're a magical DPS. That'll be this one here. You're mixed on red. You have a level 83 one at current, and it's fun. But it's kind of hard to figure out the flow. Oh, that's fair. Especially since you're backup healer. Yeah, that's valid too. It's the same as Summoner. Because you do have like a res and stuff, so sometimes you can't really do much in terms of healing, but sometimes you need to like pop a res. Which is fine, but it's just like an extra thing to think about, isn't it? But it could be fun. It could be kind of fun to kind of mix things up, right? I'm just messing up my rotation. Oh. Oh god, didn't get there in time. Okay. Didn't realise that was happening. Yeah, shapeshifter boss. It's cool, isn't it? We're getting through it quite quick though, to be fair. Did the wrong one. Did the wrong one. And I ignored that again. Oh god. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. We're fine. You have to clean your apartment at some point, shopping. Oh, inspection's on Thursday. I'm sure it'll be fine. I had an inspection week before last. So obviously I tidied up for that and whatnot. And finally, after a year of living here, the bedroom window is fixed. The bedroom window opens now. Only took a year of me nagging. It's been fixed. I now have an opening window in my bedroom. And Jake, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Hope you're doing good today. Yep. Because the problem was, right, this is going to sound kind of gross, but it's a reality sort of thing. Because I couldn't ventilate the room properly, there was kind of like a problem with mould. And it wasn't like an excessive problem. It wasn't like impossible to handle. I treated it, I cleaned it. It wasn't a big deal, right? But if I was able to ventilate the room properly, then it wouldn't be a problem at all. You know what I mean? But it has taught me how to clean mould, so it's kind of good to know that, just in general. But you don't want to be breathing it, exactly. Like I said, it wasn't big amounts, it was only small amounts. And I know how to treat it now. And how to get rid of it and stuff. But it was just like the principle of it. If I was able to open my window, it wouldn't happen. So now I can open my window. You're doing well. Glad to hear it, Jake. Glad to hear it. Oh yeah, they're the only spores we want. Only brain hive spores. But no, it was fun. Like I said, it wasn't a lot. It was just like the fact it was consistently coming up and I knew why it was. So it was like annoying me because I knew how to fix it. And I was trying to get it fixed. But I couldn't get it fixed. So it was kind of winding me up. But finally it's been done. Finally it's been done. Speaking of, I didn't open the window this morning to air out the bedroom. I'll do that tomorrow morning. I need to get into the routine, like in the morning, just to crack the window open. Just to kind of like get the air flowing around the room and then close it like at lunchtime. That's what I need to do. Even in the cold weather, because it's good for the room. I have dehumidifiers and stuff as well though, so that helped. Okay. Yep. I have to try and get the landlord to tell me where the glass recycling bin is run off to. Oh no! See, I know here if I needed a new bin, I could contact the council and they'll just give me one. So I wouldn't have to go through my landlord for that, but I don't know how that works for you. You have all the jars. Do you not have like recycling bins at like your local supermarket? Because ours do, not all of them, the bigger ones do. But it's a pain in the butt to like take them to the shop to recycle them, isn't it? You already have to clean them out and everything. You don't then want to take a whole box to the shop. See, I don't go through very much glass, so I only put my recycling for glass out like every few months. Like every couple of months, right? 6 to 8 weeks, let's say that much. But the only glass I really use is when I have some wine, right? So when I have some wine, obviously I end up with the leftover wine bottle. So when I put out like up to 2 months worth of glassware, it just makes me look like I'm just constantly drinking wine. But I'm not. It's like a build-up. It's a build-up of stuff, right? But I'm always like, do people think I'm just like drinking 5 bottles of wine every day? Like, so it can't look too good. But I know the reality. I don't take out my glass very often. Turn it. That's what you turn to. The landlord keeps stonewalling we. Yeah, they'll be there for the inspection, so you may as well ask. I do remember all the kombucha that you drank. I need to get more kombucha. I'm up to my last glass. Glass? Mine's a can. Are yours in glass bottles? My kombucha's in a can. I go through so many cans though, because I drink energy drink and stuff as well. So many cans. So many cans just all the time. Because I'll have my kombucha cans and I'll have my energy drink cans. And sometimes I'll have a can of fizzy drink, right? So that's even more cans. So many cans. Oh, I see kombucha in cans all of the time. I see them in plastic bottles, glass bottles and cans. But my favourite brand does them in cans. I need to order a new crate of them, to be honest, because I am on my last one. But I need to wait until I'm a bit closer to getting paid to order a new crate. I say crate, it's just a big old cardboard box, but it's still a lot of them. It's like 40 of them, I want to say, or something like that. Oh, it's really good. I mean, oh geez, gotta remember where I'm going. Yep. The kombucha I have is a blackcurrant flavoured one, which also has CBD in it. A very small amount of CBD, but I really like it. It tastes really nice. And it definitely helps with my tummy, because I'm quite prone to tummy aches. And it definitely helps. Right, so that's up here, because they're going to string together. You love the fermented flavour? See, I like it, but I like flavoured kombuchas, whereas I don't like unflavoured ones. But even then, it depends on the kombucha, because a lot of the kombuchas that are sold over here make a big point about being like sugar-free, and so they're pumped full of sweeteners. But they don't taste good, they don't taste right. So the one I get is from this small company based in Manchester called Hip Pop, and they're like no sweeteners, only sugar. Like that's a big part of like their thing, and it just tastes so much better when it's sugar instead of sweeteners. Right, are they stringing together? Yeah, they are. Well, either one works because I can stay here. Yours are flavoured. Unflavoured gives you flashbacks. Ah, see, what flavour do you get? Mine's blackcurrant and something, but I can't remember what the other flavour is. It's like a 2-flavoured one. And I've tried others from their range, but just the CBD ones just taste better. I think I just put... Oh, okay. Whoopsies. There we go. Ah, mixed flavours. Fair enough. That's a good way to go about it, to be honest. But you don't know until you try, right? And then once you know the flavours once you know the flavours you like the most, you can pick up more of that one, right? It's just the one I like, the brand I like, isn't in very many shops. They sell them in Sainsbury's, but I'm not very near to a Sainsbury's. And then when I drove to a Sainsbury's, they didn't have them in stock at all, even though they insist they sell them at Sainsbury's. So I just ordered them from them directly now. I've not died on this half of the boss before. I must have not paid attention to something. It's all good. It's all good. Yep, beep, 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 beep. Okay. There we go. Second half. Warframe Weeklies reset today. So what do you do for your weeklies on Warframe? Because we have some weekly stuff. Let me put that down. I also just kicked my desk, so you probably heard that just a minute ago. Right, so they're dual starring. So they're threading together, but it's going to be the flame ones first. So I'm going to need to go over here and then run on in. Right. Go, 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 go. Okay. Made it. Sometimes the latency messes that one up for me, but we did it. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Several difficult missions. Oh, wow. 60 to 90 minutes. That's like a commitment. Right, everyone line up, everyone line up, everyone line up, everyone line up. Close enough, close enough. And then spread out. Run away. Run away. Okay, cool. Let me land this down now. That's so it takes 60 to 90 minutes to do all of it. Is that what you're saying, or to do one of them? Oh, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away, run away. Okay, cool. Ah, okay, that's not so bad then to do all of it. That's more fair. I was going to say, if one thing takes that long, that's a lot. Oh god, oh god, oh god, okay. Oh, need to get this, 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 need to get this. Pay attention, Tofu, come on. There's another wiki that takes 6 hours in public, but you've completed it permanently. 6 hours! Oh my god. Okay. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. This box looks frightening. In the story at the time, they were a very big moment. They are very important guys, but obviously you don't have the story context. Okay. Do, 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 do. Okay. Right, can I get another poison on him before he does another dual star? Oh, don't want to be in that. Kaboom! Kablammy! Okay, we're getting another dual star. Now, which way round is this dual star? So, this one is in first and then out. So I need to be ready to sprint. It's hard to see because the guy's in the way. Okay, pop the sprint. Go, 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 go. There we go. Made it! Okay, push! I think I've got the timings pretty sorted now. Guys, help! Help! Okay. Oop! Who used the limit break? When was the limit break used? Oh no, our healer died. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, guys, we need to behave ourselves now. Our healer is dead, okay? We need to... Okay, I've got blood bath. Let me use blood bath. Try and heal up a little bit. Oh, the music's good. The boss music's really good in this game. I'm not a red mage. I am a samurai. I think the red mage can res, can't they? It's one of the Lullafels that's a red mage. Hey there, Jake. How you doing? Okay, so this time it is this one first again. Oh, it doesn't matter anyway. We won. GGTY. Now the healer stayed dead. The fluffle didn't help. The fluffle didn't help. Right, cool. We're out of there. What server am I on? I'm on Goblin. Back to Fisher. Let's get these dailies done, shall we? So, deliver packed meals to those guys. Catch a fish over there. Catch a fresh clump of seaweed. So let me double check the nondescript fish. Just double check my baits that I'm needing. Acquisition. No. Not included in the fish guide, so I guess I can use anything. There's nothing on the acquisition for that. And then clump of fresh seaweed. Clump of fresh seaweed. If you're red mage or summoner, you'd be expected. That's what I thought. I've just not done red mage yet, so I didn't know what level it kind of works out for red mage to get the res. But at that point in the game, they would have had it, wouldn't they? Surely. We're at the end anyway, so it could have been worse. Right, so that's not giving me anything either. So I guess I can just use any bait. We'll find out, I suppose. So, fresh seaweed is... Where is it? Ah, it's up here. Okay, let's go up here then. Let's have a look. No, get off the cat. There you go. This area's new to me, so I'm getting used to it. This whole bit kind of opened up when we started the society quests. So, catch a clump of seaweed. Ah, from over here, I'm guessing. Okie dokes, let's give this a go then, shall we? We only need the one, so it's not all bad. What does this fishing rod look like? Oh, that's kind of nice. Oops, look. Okie dokies. Fresh seaweed. Let's go! And then we need to... Oops! Nearly fell in. Right, nondescript fish is over here. And then the other guys are also over in this area. So we'll go over here. Oh, hey there, Aki. Thank you for popping by. I hope you sleep well. I'm going to have to think about bed soon, to be honest. I've got a bit of a busy week ahead of me. So I should be not staying up too late. I don't think I'll quite get all of my dailies done today, but I've got most of them done. I can finish some of them off tomorrow before they refresh. Right, so nondescript fish. In 10 minutes there's another ocean voyage. We might be able to manage one of those. If we're quick. You just ordered a kombucha. Try not to drink too much of it though. I imagine too much in one day might upset your stomach, right? Right, so we need to deliver packed meals to the Carillions patrolling. I've gone back into the habit of taking all of my supplements as well. I kind of fell out of the routine with that. I take like a few different supplements every day. And where I was like away and other stuff was happening, I kind of fell out of the habit of taking them. But I've taken I'm back on track. I'm back on track. Too much fermented stuff though is totally going to upset your stomach. Too much of anything would upset your stomach. I mean, even too much water can cause you harm. I was glad you're able to pop by, Beef. My streams are a little bit all over the place at the moment. Speaking of next week, I don't fully know what the plan is at the moment. I'll try to keep hold of my normal routine, but nothing's really set, if that makes sense. Like, more so than usual, because I've just got a lot going on at the moment. Right, so they're all fed. Can I just fly over there? Can I just fly over there? Your sleep schedule's a mess. Well, you need to get that fixed. That's more important. Right, can I get to the right place? Oh, everything has some sugar in it. I mean, even just in general, because like even if it's like something that's starchy, that still converts to glucose inside your tummy anyway. So most things have sugar, glucose in it in some capacity. Just some stuff has a godload amount of it in there, you know what I mean? Like I don't know how true this is, but I know it's like a thing that kind of goes around on the internet about American Subway bread being classed as cake by UK laws. because of the amount of sugar in it. I don't know how true that is. That could just be one of those things that people kind of like make up. Do you know what I mean? Right, where's this place? Where's this place? Oh, it's further up. It's further up. Further up. There it is. Welcome to where you make your own bread. Fair enough, fair enough. Like, because I've heard about like Wonder Bread, which is like your guys' cheap bread, right? But is it my understanding, right, that your bread lasts like weeks? Is that true? Oh, your high fructose corn syrup is a whole other beast. It really is. Oh, I haven't delivered the clump. That's fine. I can deliver that clump. Let me hand these in. Well, the thing is, like, I tried an American Fanta. I think it was a strawberry Fanta. It might have been grape. I can't remember. But because of the high fructose corn syrup, which is like we don't often use over here, the drink was like coating the inside of my mouth in like the grossest way. It was so icky. It definitely wasn't for me, that's for certain. Right, let's go to this last dregs. But yeah, I've heard American bread can last weeks, and that's so weird to me. And if you buy from a local bakery, it doesn't. No, yeah, that's different, yeah. So if you buy from a bakery, it's just like normal, freshly baked bread. But supermarket bread, does it actually last like weeks, not just days? Because like our bread, you're lucky to get like 5 days out of it. Like that's when it's like, oh, that's a good day, you got 5 days. And that's supermarket bread as well. So I just can't imagine a loaf of bread lasting that long. Like the idea of it just seems so weird to me. Right, let me go back up. Want to try American cake? Take a British cake recipe and triple the sugar in it. Ooh. See, I don't like cake anyway. I'm not a cake person. I never have been. I don't like the texture of cake. See, because that's so weird to me about how sweet American cake is. Because American chocolate isn't sweet to me. Whereas people say that English chocolate is quite sweet. Ooh, ice cream. What flavour though? What flavour of ice cream? Right, let me hand this one in. Okay. Level up! Now, if we're super quick, guarantees the next catch will be a life size. Ooh, okay. Now, if we're super quick, we can make it to this ocean voyage. Ooh, cookie dough. Yum. Yeah, this song's really good. It's called, I think it's called Close the Distance or something. It's very mood setting for what the story is at that point. So when you first show up, it's just like an instrumental version. Then as the situation kind of expands, you end up with the version with the lyrics. And it's like, it's one of the few areas where I was like, I need to turn off my mount music because I feel like I can't override this music because it's such like an emotional moment in the story. It's like such a moment. Anyone who's played through Endwalker knows what I'm on about, right? Such a good song. That's fair enough, Beef. There's no harm in taking some breaks. You need to like you need to prioritize on the right things, right? And sometimes life just takes over all the other things you would want to do. Let me switch to Krill for now, I guess. I might need to change to Ragworm, but I've got all I need anyway. That was one of the points you had to take a break. Well, Endwalker. Oh, the Endwalker story, man. Actually, while we're waiting for this, I've still got 7 minutes. Let me go over here. I cried. My heart broke, honestly. I would love, I've said this before, I would love to experience the Final Fantasy story again for the first time, right? Like all of it. But there's like notable points in particular that I would love to experience for the first time again. But you can't, you've experienced it now. Why is this baby in their underwear? You've experienced it now. You won't get that first time ever again, right? Endwalker is very depressing and dark, but I guess the whole concept of Endwalker is despair and feelings, isn't it? And how the despair is bringing around like the end of the world and stuff like that. Okay. Pop smoke. My inventory's getting full. This is a problem. How much was this going for? 589. 585. To be honest, some of these I might just need to sell them and not really check how much they go for and just deal with the consequences. The potato just fell out of the bag. Your ice cream was in the freezer with the spoon in it. Oh no! Why did you do that? Why did you put the spoon in the freezer? Okay. You have to proceed very slowly. I think it's better to take it slow. Like, I was also guilty of rushing through some of the story. I think there's no harm in taking your time with it, and I think that's the better way to go about it as well, to be honest. Right, so that's looking like one I want to sell. Right, that hasn't got any on the market board, so I should check that one out. I mean, I don't know why it's going for that much, but I definitely have to sell it. Why is it going for that much? 3,599. Yep, okay, okay. So now I can't check the prices of these other ones. Let's see. Let me... So I've already taken the gill. Do you have space in here? No, you do not. You have no space. Okay. I'm a day trader. What do you mean? My inventory is getting full. Now, I know I can trade these in for MGP, but I haven't got much time at the moment, and I kind of need the space, so I'm just gonna discard these. I've got this treasure map that I need to do at some point. So I also have these tomes that I need to sort out. I do need to do that today. Does anyone have any space? Do you have space? Ah, all the... I see what you mean. I see what you mean. You also do not have space. This is a problem. Well, I've got those, which I should have more of those there, so that's fine. I can do that. I can pile those up. That gives me an extra slot in my inventory. As much as I go on about these, I'm going to forget they're in there, so let's just get rid of them. And pop this paint back in there. This is the guy with the paint. This is the guy with all of the paint. Ah, I can put some of these away as well. I don't know what these guys do. I've just kind of been accumulating them. Don't know why. Don't know what they do. Oh, that's two different things of the same guy. Okay, cool. So I can put that in there. And now I've got an extra... Do I have an extra slot? I do not. But that's okay. This is still an improvement. Okay, I've got 2 more minutes as well. So this is just going to kind of have to do. Do I have any... I do have gathering food. Good. Good, good. Good, good. Good, good. It's not necessarily a big part. People do make it a big part of what they do. But you don't have to. It's not something you have to involve yourself in if you don't really have to. But you can get obviously extra money, and if you know what you're doing and trade and what you're crafting and gathering, you can make a lot of money. But it's not like super integral or nothing. Right, okay. I am here. Me and my Ronka worm are here. I know you're a super duper huge trader on Warframe now at... Yes, we don't have ratings and stuff. We don't have like ratings, and it's all done like on the market board where it's not under your character's name and stuff like that. And there are definitely ways to make money fast on it, but yeah, it's not... It sounds like it's not quite as, I guess, fleshed out as it is on Warframe potentially. That person's outfit is cute with the little coat. Right, so this should open up any second. Kind of, yeah. I guess it's more like the Grand Exchange than what your Warframe one sounds like. It's a third-party website. We have like a third-party site, kind of. But you don't like contact people on it or nothing like that. Has Oreos in it? Oh my goodness. Right, I'm just going to go on this one. And see if this pops quickly. And then I do not know what bait I'm going to need. I don't know what bait I need. Ocean fishing. Ocean. It's one of 3 normally. So I know I've got it. I just don't know if I have the right one. If I have the right one equipped right now. Deliciousness overload. I would love an Oreo milkshake. I've not had one for a very long time. Availability and routes. Participating. Requirements. Fishing. Blood brine sea is krill. And I think I've got krill equipped. So I think we're going to be alright. There is a similar function by Teamcraft, but it's mostly for commissioned crafting. Yeah. That's like a different thing, isn't it? I've not seen it, Beef. I've not seen it. Rag for spectral. Okay. So they're saying it's... Oh, we're at the... I see. Yeah, they're right. It is ragworm. They are right. It is ragworm. Because we're in the sea delays. So it is indeed ragworm. Which I can't switch to at the moment. Let me in. Okay, ragworm. Let me just claim a spot. I'm going to claim this spot here. And then we're going to fish. I didn't eat my food! Okay, after this one I'll eat my food. I do this every time. Didn't eat my stinking food. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. There you go. Right, after this I will eat my crafting food. I can never remember what's the best bait for crabs. What's the best bait for crabs? So, because ragworm's for the spectral, but it's not for crabs. I'm not sure. I did complete all of my missions on one I did, I think it was yesterday. And that's like one of the first times I've completed all of my missions on a voyage. Okay, so the crab came up here, so that's okay. I can still get crabs with this bait. Crab people. Crabs are people. Clams are people. Legit or quit. Speaking of the Yogscast, now that I'm quoting them, Jingle Jam's coming up soon at the start of December again. Would you guys be interested in me doing like another... Oh, sure. Would you guys be interested in me doing like another Jingle Jam fundraiser? Where if you donate a certain amount you get all of those game keys, like last year? Would that be something you guys would be interested in? So I was looking at the different charities available this year, and I think I know which one I would do if I was to do it again. But obviously I understand money's tight and you don't need to be pressured to give money to places. So I'd rather hear your perspective on it. But obviously it's a charity situation where you get something from it as well, so I thought you might like having that incentive. Like it might be something that would appeal to you. Ooh, spectrals! Spectrals! I love it when you do fundraisers, it adds to the myriad of ways of which... I mean, I like being able to do them, but obviously it's one of those things, right, where... Before I've ever done like a fundraising thing, especially because I don't plan them very well. I don't ever plan them very well. So I always worry that I'm going to be coming along and like pressuring people to like give money. And obviously it's not coming to me, it's going to like a good cause. The money's not crossing my hands whatsoever. But I don't want people to feel pressured and uncomfortable, you know what I mean? But on this one, I think it's if you donate £25, but I can't remember. I think that's what it was last year. But you get like a good few £100 worth of game keys for Steam. So you get a lot of stuff for kind of like in exchange sort of thing. So it's a cool opportunity for you guys to get some games while supporting a good cause, you know what I mean? Shaking you down for your loose change. Give me those pennies, I've got games to buy. Oh god, I've missed that one. Give me all your money. That's why I always make a big point of like when I do those things, there's no pressure to like donate or do anything. So I don't want people feeling like they have to, you know what I mean? I'm not preachy or forceful about it. I always try not to be. So I don't want to be that person, you know what I mean? Even for a charitable cause, I don't want people to feel obligated or like bad because they can't. Because, you know, sometimes you can't afford it, and that's like fair enough, you come first. If you can't afford yourself, you can't afford to be giving money out, you know what I mean? But I'm pretty sure of what charity I'll go for this year, because basically the way it works with Jingle Jam, they partner up with multiple charities. Hey there, Suki, it's not a fishing dungeon, it's ocean fishing. It's ocean fishing. Every 2 hours, a boat leaves from Limsa, from the Limsa docks, and you go ocean fishing. It's really good for experience. How you doing though, Suki? But yeah, with Jingle Jam, they have like a bunch of charities that they're working with, and you can either decide to do the fundraiser and have the money be split between all of the charities, or you can choose a specific charity. So last year, obviously, we did a campaign against living miserably, which is a mental health charity, concentrating more about men's mental health, but just mental health in general. And then this year, I'm looking at Autistica, which is like the UK's leading autism research. So that's the one I'm looking at doing for this year. But it's not that long ago since we did Great Ormond Street, you know what I mean? So it's like trying to find like the correct pace for these things. Oh no, wisdom teeth! Wisdom teeth are the worst. You know what? When my wisdom teeth came through, I was proper like, now I understand why babies are screaming all the time. Do you know what I mean? Oh no, yeah, this is a vetted one. They do stuff with the government, and they kind of like try to they do the research, but they also do stuff like with helping pass certain like legal things and stuff. I can't remember the exact thing. I read over it before, but they're not like, there's that one with the puzzle piece that's like a pile of poo, isn't there? It's not like that. It's not like that. Because with the Jingle Jam as well, if the charity is on the Jingle Jam, they have been completely vetted beforehand, because they have to go through a whole application process to get on the Jingle Jam to start with. So they would have had a background check to start with, but then I also do my own research before I decide on anything. But I've still got some more research to do. That's the one I'm thinking about at the moment. But if anything seems weird about it, I might just go back to campaign against living miserably. So we'll find out. We'll find out. You felt like a baby wanting to cry all night. Honestly, when you think about how, like, it's no wonder babies are always screaming. It's like, fair enough, my little guy. Oh my goodness. You know what I mean? I know there's definitely a lot of like shady groups. I wouldn't like just pick a random kind of like organisation for anything I wouldn't. But it's already it's already under the moniker of like this charity campaign that's been going on for like a decade now. So it's already got that vetting in the background. And then there's also the stuff on their own site and stuff. And I'll do some research too. So I did that with Calm as well. I did the same last year. I did a little bit of research. Ooh, snow. Yes, Suzuki, the way this works is every 2 hours you can go and get on this boat, and you get like missions up here that you need to complete. You don't have to complete them, and you get really big experience. For the fish you catch, I've got the right bait. Nope, yep, yes I do. So you can easily get a good couple levels on your fishing with each ocean voyage, especially like in the lower levels. Like I might only get 1 level now, but still 1 level in the space of like 20 minutes. Good going, you know what I mean? So very much recommend the ocean fishing. And you can sell the fish. You want to fish? You should do some fishing. You should do some fishing. That's true. That's a good way of going about it, Beef. That's very true. I've not looked into the people as such yet. I've only looked on some other pages. So I've only looked over it in passing because I didn't know if I was going to do it or not. Like I said, I wanted to check in with you guys first. Spectral time. So let me do... let's do... because I've not tried Patience 2 yet. So let's do Patience 2, Felix Favour, then we'll cast. And then we've got to make sure we do the correct hook set when we manage to catch a fish. So that's precision hook set. Right, cast back out again. That's a powerful hook set. Cast again. That is a precision hook set. Oh, precision again. So many urchins. What's up with all the urchins? Precision again. Oh yeah, the artwork was cute. The artwork was very cute. Oh, it lasts longer. Of course it does. I did the higher costing one. That's good. So how long does this one last? 145 seconds. Compared to 60 seconds. Oh, that's so much different. Okay, cool. I think we're all overfishing. We're coming along, like what, 12 times a day? And just like fishing anything and everything. I think we are causing some depopulation problems in the ocean. Precision hook set. So we've got up to our next level, which is good going. I don't expect to get a second level. What if we get most of the way through this level? That'd be pretty good. Oh, powerful. Still need more crabs. I mean, we're kind of struggling this time on the voyage missions. Sometimes you just do. Sometimes you get really unlucky with them. Like on one time, I was only 2 fish off from finishing all of them. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Hopefully we still get this. Nope, that was my fault. I pressed the wrong button. That's fine. So yeah, sometimes you do just get very unlucky. Which one is it going to be? Press the wrong one! If we lose this fish, it's my fault. Yeah, that's my fault. I needed a precision, not a powerful. I do like this outfit though. I mean, I know I've said it already, but I like it. It's fun. I really like the boots. So we've got 2.5 minutes more in this area, and then we move on to one more area, and that'll be ocean fishing done. It's a nice change of pace. It is, isn't it? It is a nice change of pace. I've started getting along far too well with the fishing. I've still got mining to do, but I'm just getting along with this fishing. See, someone else is struggling with crabs. You can't see it. It's underneath here. They're struggling with getting crabs as well. I want the pixies. Krill for crabs here. Ah. Should I switch to krill? This is the thing, right? People can be very helpful. They can provide a lot of good advice. Let's see if we can get some crabs. We have managed to get 7 crabs so far. But we need 13 of them. Okay. Because you'll get like the main bait for the area, which increases the chances of summoning a spectral, which was the situation we had when the water was all glowing. That's called a spectral current, where you can get like rarer fish and bigger fish and stuff. But then you'll get certain bait for specific sorts of fish, which can go against the bait that you would need to get the spectral. Well, the ones that you don't like the area music for, they're called pixies, I think. Oh, are they called the Fae? Oh, I can't remember anymore. My brain's gone all blank on it. We've got an extra crab though. We've got a large crab. Yeah, no worries, beef. We've got a big old crab. Oh, I knew what you meant. Don't worry, I knew what you meant. So we still need what? 5 more crabs? It's doable. We're doing really bad with the weak bites. We need 31 of them. And weak bites are like the more common bites. But we're just not getting them. We're having such bad luck with them. And that's what I mean. Like, they make you do more of them because they're meant to be more frequent and more common. We're just not really getting them. Which is interesting. But we're moving on to the last area anyway. In 10 seconds. But it stops you finishing just before, so there's it stops you fishing just before, sorry. Just so there's no like awkward overlap. Gonna take a sip of my drink. We still need to though go to the elephants and do my daily for the samurai. And also do my minor quest, but considering what time it is, I might need to just do those off stream tomorrow. We'll see how we're going. Krill for spectral, rag for crab. So they've swapped over now because we're in the new area. So I'll switch back to ragworm. Oh, big yawns. Do 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 do. Right, so let me switch my bait to ragworm. I haven't got very many ragworms left, so we've got to see how we do. Give me crabs. Oh, we've got a weak bite as well. So if it's a weak bite and a crab, that would be like, mwah. That would be like, mwah, mwah, good stuff. No, but it's still a weak bite. It's still a weak bite. But you get so much experience per fish on this. It's so good. Weak bite! Okay, we're starting to get more weak bites. That's what we want. Star of the Destroyer. I need to get more gathering food as well. I've got a lot of crafting food or gathering food that doesn't increase my GP. Though I guess my GP is doing a lot better now. So maybe I don't need it to increase my GP. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Sunken mask. So it doesn't really... I don't know what this means. Sometimes it comes up with like stuff across the middle of the screen. I don't know if there's something I'm meant to be doing there to potentially catch something that's like really rare. I don't know. I've not figured that out. I should do some research. Because it might be. Because it said like there's some eyes like staring at you, right? And there's a bunch of different ones. And they come up and it's like, oh, should I be doing something? Is there something I should be doing? We've got another weak bite at least. We still need 11 of them. We still need 5 crabs. We're not getting any crabs, but I did change my bait as the person said in chat. Unless they lied to me. Spectral! See, I no longer feel the weight of the goblin gaze, so I'm like, okay, so what's the goblin gaze about? What do I do during that? See, now I've got the goblin eyes again. And I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? How do I deal with the goblin eyes? But to be honest, we're probably not going to get enough crabs anyway, so it doesn't matter if we don't get the weak bites. Let's just that was 283,000 experience from that fish. That's wild. Okay. Yeah, they're all that much. So much experience. It's ridiculous. Big stretch. I'm having no luck with these crabs though. No luck at all. Okay. Giovanni and green. Oh, precision hook set. Not the powerful one. Another green. I've not had many chances to mooch. I guess there's only certain fish you can mooch with. I know they need to be large fish. I guess only certain large fish. Yeah, we're having no luck with these crabs. That's the end of the spectral, that's fine. That's what I was expecting, like a rare fish. Do I need to do something different to give me the chance of the fish, or is it just I might get the rare fish? Is that all it is? As long as I'm not like doing something so I'm missing out sort of thing. Come on. Okay. I think I had more luck with the crabs with my other bait. Oh well. Oh well. I got another crab just then though. Just to prove me wrong, I just caught a crab. Isn't that always the way? You always have a chance, but there's stuff you can do to increase the chance. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Seagulls are flocking. Okay. I need a bit more GP regeneration. Because if I... wait for this one to come out. So if I do this, and then do it again. Now one more time for good measure. Do a patience, do a cast. Now are these the ones... is it just when I've got this up, or was it just a spectral situation? I think it was just a spectral situation. We'll find out in a second. No, it wasn't a spectral situation. Oh, no. Go, go. What do you mean? Oh, I ran out of bait. Okay, krill. Go, go, go. I ran out of bait. We're going to have to use some krill. If I had a tiny bit more time, I could have got an extra level, but we were very close. So I'm not complaining. Very close to 2 whole levels, which is like multi-millions of experience. Ah, that's for a minion. I see. Okay. That's fun. Yeah, we got very close to getting an extra level. I will not complain about that. There's clearly I could have done something a bit more efficiently. But I'll get it figured out. I'm still learning. I've still got a good, what? 18 levels to go, so I've got plenty of time to figure it out. Okay. That's the end of our fishing adventure. Da-da-da-da-da. Actually, one thing I do need to do before we finish up is go to anywhere really and look at these tomestones. Isn't the latest mug event due to end soon? How are you doing, by the way, Chicken Pet? I don't think I asked. I feel like the new mug event is meant to be ending Tuesday. Oh, okay. Yeah, so pretty soon. I thought it was pretty soon. So I should see if I can spend some of these tomes. When you mention seeing, there's a little chance of a little event being triggered. And if you see 3 of each, you get a minion with the achievement. Ah, I see. Let me get back to Gridania. because I do need to think about going to bed, but I do want to give this a quick look. How many do I have? My inventory is so full. 33, which I don't think is really enough for any of the stuff I'm wanting. But I'll have an extra day to grind them tomorrow, so it's not all bad. Let's see. So I think the main things, I've got the barding. I haven't got the mounts yet. I've got the hairstyle. I'm not too fussed about the coffer. I could get this one, the Drake horn and the Laurel Gubu horn. I can get all of these ones. Just spamming PvP games on Chicken Little accounts trying... Oh, I see! Let me see what these look like. So, Drake horn. So that's just like a dragon. Okay. And then we've got... I know what a Gubu is, but I don't know what this one actually looks like specifically. So, Laurel Gubu. Okay, so it's not much different to the Gubu I already have. Luna... Oh, that one's quite cool. An edgy tiger lion situation. And then the other one is UFO. Here we go. The gobble sneezes on people. That's quite fun. Now the question is, do I want a sneezing gobbu or do I want like an edgy flying lion? Because I've already got the minion. The other minion I already claimed from the sacks of nuts, so that's fine. I'm not fussed about the furniture situation. Some of them I already have as well. I've got the hairstyle already. Innocent Gwibber. Innocent Gwibber. Mount. Oh, that one's kind of cute. I don't know if I can get enough tomes in time though, is going to be the thing. Because I would need an extra, what, 17 tomes? I could see. The Gwibbers come from extreme trials, so they're more difficult to get. Ah, so maybe I should try and save for the Gwibber, right? Because you know me. Me in extremes, I don't think are going to happen. I had true my weeklies, that's very true. I can't do it right now. Where do I find them again? Here we go. Here we go. No, I've not done those. So what I can do tomorrow is, in my own time, obviously, just grind a bunch of these, get the tomes, get the stuff. Yeah, I've not done this one yet. I've done that one already, so I must have done that this week already and not realised. There's a bunch I can do regardless. So what I'll do is... I won't do it right now. Because I've got a whole day tomorrow. So I'll spend the day tomorrow kind of grinding some... I hit the microphone. Grinding some of those tomes to get that last mount before the end of the event. Some of them are fruit expired. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I don't need too much more. So if I finish off my dailies and do a couple of bits and bobs, I think I can get enough just to get that last mount. I've already got the earring. I've already got the Ronka ring. So I've got like those bits. And then the game's down for maintenance on Tuesday morning, isn't it? That must be when they're like getting rid of the mug event and like sorting stuff out. So that's fine. I can do that. That's no problem. Awesome. So give me a second then. I'm going to switch over to the other screen. Because I do have a busy week ahead of me, so I should be thinking about getting ready for bed. However, let's see if we can find someone to say hello to, shall we? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. This person looks cute. Thanks for the stream. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. I'm just having a quick scan over what our options are. So, let me check this person. What's your rules? What's your rules? I can't see anything about 18 plus, so I guess we'll go and say hello to this person. Because their model looks cute. Oh, they've been going for a long while though. They've been going for a long, long while. Let's have a look. Let's look at someone else. How about... I raided that person quite recently though. How about... Do they look like they're finishing up? We can still say hello. They do look like they're finishing up. Okay, cool. That is fine. That is fine. That is fine. How about this person? What are you doing? They're just farming tomes. I never know who to say hello to. It's difficult. Should we just say hello to this person again? We'll just say hello to this person again. And Naka, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. I hope you're doing well today and welcome on in. Hey there, Baha. Oh, don't worry, like all you need to. Thank you for joining me. We're just going to raid this person. We have raided them before, but they're lovely, so we'll just raid into this person. Obviously, as always, thank you for joining me. Thank you for being your lovely selves. Thank you for the new follows, etc, etc, etc. Next stream, I'm not 100% sure right now. Like I was saying before, I've got a lot going on at the moment. I was debating taking a week out from streaming. I don't know if I'm going to. But I'm going to try and keep up with it. So I'm going to try and keep with my normal Tuesday at 7 PM. But if there's any changes, I will let you know. But that also explains why I've been doing more Final Fantasy. It's just an easy one for me to fall back onto. It's kind of like my comfort game. Hey there, Greystone, thank you for popping by. But that's why I apologise for all the Final Fantasy 14 as well. But no, I hope for Tuesday, but things are a bit up in the air, so if that can't happen, I'll let you know over on the Discord and on Twitter and on Blue Sky like I always do. I do hope you have a wonderful start to your week though, whether you're resting, working, studying or anything else in between. And of course, as always, make sure you stay hydrated, eat your snacks and take care. Raid message, we've got our raid emotes there which are perfect. If you don't have the emotes, don't worry, just Tofu Raid, big old capital letters, does the same trick. Yeah, I think I've got everything out. My chest is feeling a bit tight, so I think it's definitely time for me to wrap up. But yeah, I'm debating whether to take a week out. I don't know if I'm going to. If I do, I'll let you guys know. I'm not just going to suddenly disappear or anything like that. But the plan right now, I'm going to try and stick to what I'm doing. But if it ends up being more Final Fantasy, I do apologise. But I'm going to wrap up and get ready for bed though. So toodaloo, farewell, good night. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you very, very soon. Because the raid's about to go. Bye!